Hey, hi, hello. What's up, Internet? How's it going out there? I hope everyone is doing well and good. I hope you are having a good day, a good week. I was working the entire time, the whole time, my days off, so that's cool. That's cool and that's fun. I'm very tired. And my skin hurts. My skin is so fucked. I don't know if it'll show up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so white. Bro, I'm so white. Oh, it hurts. Oh yeah, it hurts real bad. It hurts to wear clothes. I was almost like not gonna stream because I just spent the day like kind of like half naked because it hurts to have anything on. This is like the best thing that like doesn't cover everything. And it like it goes down like here too. It's like it's not good. Hi. Yeah, I got like a headache from the sun and shit. Like, it's no joke. So dehydrated, even though I've had so much water and Powerade. I even had a liquid IV. Well, fuck. But I got all the weeds done, so at least there's that. It looks good. But at the cost of my skin, I guess. I really should have just... yeah, the guy he just didn't show up. He said he was gonna come Tuesday, and then when I, like, called Monday, to see what time he was coming, he just said he wasn't gonna take the job. I'm like, oh, okay. And I had, like, one more day to do it. So, like, didn't have time to call anybody else. Luckily someone came and helped me, because I would have been just fucking hopeless. I was, like, about to have a mental breakdown at, like, 2 p.m. Like, I can't do this. It's too much. I'm gonna die. But yeah, it's something about the property, like, the gardeners hate it. Gardeners hate this one property. It's not like that much shit. Really not. I don't know, but it also made my allergies so bad. Fucking... I don't know, if there was just so much weed pollen, I guess, I'm not used to from just being inside, being an indoor cat. God. I don't miss that. Touch grass, they said. Go outside. It's good for you, they said. I don't think so. I don't think so. At least it's not like blistering or peeling yet. I think it's gonna turn into a nice tan, but it just like in the weirdest shape possible. I don't even know what to do. What do you like? Put sunscreen on the tan parts and then go tanning? do a reverse tan? Wait, hit so hard, you literally never go in the sun and now it's fighting back. Put sunscreen everywhere, every time. Yeah, but like, I can't walk around like this. Like, you see it? There's a hole! It's just a hole! I know, I couldn't find it. And I didn't have time to, like, look everywhere for the sunscreen or go get some, so I don't know. I probably, like, could have put a shirt on, but it was so fucking hot and sweaty. Like, even in just the sports bra, I was just, like, sweating my ass off. I guess that's what I get. That's what I get. I should get some sunscreen, though. Wait, I think I'm literally looking at some right now. That makes me so mad. God damn it, hang on. Okay, so I didn't look very hard, apparently. It was right there. This is only 30 SPF, but it would have been better than nothing. God damn. Oh god, the way it like it itches and oh, like the pins and needles. Don't wait until the literal last day. I mean, I scheduled it the week before. A blowtorch. That makes me so nervous. There's like a whole ass dead tree there. I don't think I can do that. Like that would be pretty bad. But yeah, no, I scheduled him Wednesday, I think. I have the record on my phone. Let me look. I have proof. Look, listen. 8/24. What day was that? Thursday. I scheduled him Thursday and then he canceled Tuesday. No, Monday. Could have scheduled it weeks ago. I just got the letter. They only gave us 10 days from the time we got the letter. I don't know what you want me to do, man. Doing my best out here, okay? I could have come help, yeah. Next time. Next time, because it's been raining, so there's gonna be more weeds. There's always more. They never stop. My life is weeds. Keep on, yeah. Well, they sent a letter because they wanted me to do shit that was, like, behind our fence that I didn't even know that we had to do. They've never said anything about it before. I stay up on everything else. Everything else was fine. God damn. Lecturing me worse than mom. I don't know what to do. I'm trying. We're done the HOA. Chill. Yeah, fuck the HOA. They're such fucking assholes. Like, that's literally, like, I think part of the city. The city should do that. And if not the city, then the HOA could do it. Like, it's like a utility easement. Where they like going over the fence? That's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't fucking get it. Because, like, there's also, like, 3 other properties around that easement. I don't know why it's my fucking job, but okay. I guess. I'm pretty sure it's, like, not even our property, but I'll just do free labor. Let's go. It was so much, though. I'm so glad I had help. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. They just, like, walk around looking for shit to be mad at. What a fucking miserable existence. Like, it doesn't even look that good here. If I'm being honest, it's not like it's landscaped on, like, there's no sidewalks. Like, I don't like it. Who fucking cares, dude? Who gives a goddamn shit? And also, like, who decided what a weed is? What's a weed and what's not a weed? Completely arbitrary. There's, like, things that are invasive and shit, but, like, I don't know, like, I feel like if it has flowers on it, it's pretty, okay? Like, need something for the little bunnies to eat. They're so cute. I love them. Now they just have to eat all the goddamn gross-ass grass and shit. With God knows what's on it. God, I can only think about my skin. So to distract myself, I've been, like, just angry posting on Twitter. Boy, have I been posting. In my posting, I came across a trending thing. I think it's still trending. It's been trending all day. Ban the ADL. Which, like, I don't know if they want them to ban the ADL from Twitter or from existence. I can't really tell. But it's just like a lot of anti-Semitic racist bullshit. It seems to have started with this guy Keith Woods, this motherfucker. I don't even want to play it. Like, it's so gross. I haven't even looked into this because, like, I'm pretty sure it's just like some Groiper conspiracy bullshit. But like, we'll get into it.
The ADL is the organization most responsible for silencing free speech on the internet today, but not everyone knows its strange origin story.
What?
The ADL was established in 1913 to defend the honor of Leo Frank, a Jewish businessman in Atlanta accused of the rape and murder of Mary Fagan, a 13-year-old girl. Now, the ADL still says...
I'm not familiar with this story. Leo Frank. I can't imagine that he might have been, you know, the target of an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, you know, slandering him. In what year was that? 1913? Yeah. Oh my god. It's like one of the most classic lies that racists tell about minorities is that there are, like, rapists. Like, it's like textbook racism.
Strange origin story. The ADL was established in 1913 to defend the honor of Leo Frank, a Jewish businessman in Atlanta accused of the rape and murder of Mary Fagan, a 13-year-old girl. Now, the ADL still says it's anti-Semitic to say Frank committed this crime, despite numerous eyewitness testimonies contradicting his alibi, him being the last person to see her alive, and multiple female employees of his coming forward to testify to his history of aggressive sexual behavior. The jury itself included no less than 5
Okay, like, this is so long ago, like, it kind of is irrelevant to, like, what the ADL does today. Like, why are you even bringing this up in the first place? Like, even if this is true, which I think it's probably not, why does that matter? How does that connect to silencing free speech on the internet now? Like, I'm trying to connect the dots, and they are not connecting. I don't know. Like, what? If you want to say things that the ADL would be against, you're probably, like, a racist, or bigoted, in some form.
Jews who found Frank guilty. Frank and his allies tried to blame a series of innocent black men by planting false evidence and using bribes to solicit false testimony. Now ask yourself, why in the racist South in 1913 would people choose to lynch a
Why did he say racist in quotes? The South is still racist. What the hell are you talking about?
theme-connected businessman rather than accuse black people? The ADL still insists on
because he was Jewish. Hello?
his his innocence, and will add questioning it to the long list of things that make you an anti-Semite.
There is in fact a long list of things that make you an anti-Semite. Yeah, anti-Semites hide in plain sight by signaling to each other in code. Like these. I don't know why he, did this. You're just proving that Nazis are fucking psychos obsessed with numerology, right? This is true. This is all true. 83 is a white supremacist symbol standing for Heil Christ. Interesting that he didn't choose 88, which is the much more common one. I see that all the time. All the time. Usually with 14. Because that's for Heil Hitler. That's literally what that stands for. And he's trying to fucking say that the ADL's insane because they classify 17% of the numbers between 0 and 100 as hate symbols. The ADL didn't create the hate symbols. Nazis did this. They created certain numbers and codes and dog whistles to signal to one another that they're pieces of shit. It's not the ADL's fault that Nazis are obsessed with runes and numerology. I read through this literal entire database. I read all of them. They're all real. And they may or may not be in use right now, and it denotes that on the ADL. It says if it's contemporary or historical. These things fall in and out of use depending on how well they're known, because today anyone that's a leftist on the internet knows what the fuck 1488 stands for, because they get targeted with messages with handles that have 1488 in them. So eventually they'll choose fucking 23 or 21 or 9 or whatever the fuck code they're trying to signal with whatever specific white supremacist shit. Ugh. Nazi punks, fuck off. Okay. It's my top of the show complaining. Thank you for coming to the complaining hour. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Olivia,
I'm 17 and turn 8.
DMs. This is gonna be such brain rot. Even more brain rot. Oh.
I'm 17 and turn 18 in February. Maybe we can chill then. You'd lucky be the best sugar mommy for me.
It's either you don't have a foot fetish and you do, and it's really raunchy, and you need some extreme foot stuff to finish, from what I've learned.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Olivia.
And this is
Deranged DMs.
Yeah.
Today we have the lovely
go.
Olivia from H3. You may know her.
Hello. It's an honor to be here.
I made the mistake last time when we had Sam, also of H3. I accidentally called it the H3 podcast, and people in the comments were roasting me see, that's how you know she doesn't actually watch.
Ooh.
I did it. Is that actually a thing? Where it's oh yeah, that person's a fake fan.
No. I mean, if he identifies as H3, there are two up there.
The
There's
three
one
genders,
over here.
Male,
Yes.
female, H3.
3 states of matter, it's true. H3, H3 podcast, H3.
We all brought something to show and tell today.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should start with Olivia's.
I've got some crazy ones. Olivia, why so stunning? Dang. I'm 17 and turn 18 in February. Maybe we can chill then.
Dang.
You'd lucky be the best sugar mommy.
Why are you so stunning? Heart emojis. Heart eyes. Gang.
For me, haters will say it's grooming, but we have a spark. On God.
So
That's
much
the most
wrong here.
deranged thing I've ever received.
Awful.
He saw all the YouTube controversies and he's like, let me insert myself into one.
Yes, he did. He's writing
I
his
like
own
how he
story.
said gang. Why are you so stunning?
Are you so stunning?
Gang.
Maybe he
Gang.
had to like even out
favorite.
he complimented me, he was vulnerable in a state, and then he's like gang. I had a boyfriend in high school who used to say gang gang all the time.
A gang guy, get rid of him.
I'm never gonna date a gang guy again.
Or even a guy that says you'd low-key be the best sugar mommy for me. Like, there
Because
are
if
women...
he's got a lot to choose from, actually.
Oh, absolutely. You know, there are women out there who could totally be like, you know what, be my sugar daddy. And there are men out there who'll be like, yeah, totally. I don't know how well it's gonna work the other way around.
If I am the stunning one, gang, and I'm the one giving you
Gang.
cash, what do I get, gang?
Gang.
You get grooming allegations.
Olivia, in the most respectful way.
Literally. Like, I mean, it happens. There are sugar mommies. That does exist. I just don't know if that's gonna happen.
Possible, I want to take you out. On a date, not out. Oh my god, that's horrible. You're beautiful. It would be a privilege.
No, I think it
Not out, like, wait, not like kill you?
was the first kind of take you out. Because look at their profile picture. It's an anime profile picture with a sniper. Boop.
Trying to challenge you to creator clash.
Could do it. Doesn't look that big.
I think you could.
Yeah, put the gun down, knuckle to knuckle. We got it.
I've gotten a lot where it's like a nice compliment and it's not even deranged at all. And they're like, respectfully, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in a bad way. But you're cute. And I'm like, you didn't need like
Yeah.
the filler in the beginning.
The prologue.
But I appreciate the consciousness, yeah.
They just want to be extra respectful.
Should we zigzag? Should we
Polite.
do
Yeah.
one of
The polite compliment. That's the best. That's so nice.
ours? So our Instagram account got age restricted, so that's cool.
Oh, wait, is it actually still age restricted?
I actually don't know. I have to
What?
check.
Oh,
But
no.
it's because of this reel that we posted, and your entire ass is censored with a peach. There's not even like a sliver of crack.
Nope, there's not even a sliver of cleavage. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing going on there.
Instagram did not say women's
No.
rights in this
What the
moment.
fuck?
Instagram is silencing women at this time.
Please.
Wait. Literally, what the fuck? My god. This shit is so dumb. It's just, like, anti-woman at a certain point. Like,
Hashtag free the peach in the comments. So this one's from Sabrina's.
Oh, my DMs are becoming a little bit less deranged lately, which is kind of nice. So this one just says, I wish Nintendo would put the HD Wind Waker remake on Switch.
And to that, I say I agree.
I agree.
It's time. That's
I hope
all.
it
We
comes.
agree with you.
That's
we
all.
we
Not
hear
even
you.
deranged.
You are seen. You are heard.
It's the 3 states of matter.
That's
Yeah.
3 states of matter.
Next.
Next.
Oh. Oh.
I love this one.
So this one's, short and simple, straight to the point, just KYS.
Who do you think of all of us got the KYS
God damn
message? Chat, pause the video and let us know in the comments below.
everybody. I'm guessing everyone.
Yeah, short and simple, to the point, a classic KYS to me. The profile picture, you can't see it because it's like 1 pixel, but it's a guy at the gym lifting weights. The perfect male specimen.
Tracks, this is familiar to me.
Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, back to Olivia's.
Men.
So, yo, Olivia, would you sell pictures of your feet? Then I didn't answer for a little bit. He built up the courage, he came back. How much are you asking for feet pics, Olivia? At this point, would you start thinking
Dedicated.
about it? 'Cause I remember receiving them and reading it and being like, I mean, how much is he gonna offer?
Right, like if it's not a scam.
He seems so serious. He says it. He says, LOL, I'm serious.
Listen, Olivia, $1,000.
LOL, I'm serious.
Is $1,000.
I agree.
It's just your feet.
It's just my feet.
1,000? Bro, how much do you think your feet are worth? I think that's steep. I don't know.
Give it out for free on vacay.
For like everyone IRL to see. So I never see feet people IRL, or they just don't expose themselves IRL.
I don't think they do.
What does a foot person look like?
They're just looking down a lot.
Yeah, that's what. How would we know?
You'd never know.
I know what some of them look like. They look like regular people, but something that I've learned is that there's no such thing as a casual foot fetish. It's either you don't have a foot fetish and you do, and it's really raunchy and you need some extreme foot stuff to finish, from what I've learned. I swear I had a friend. Let me say for the record, I've never been involved with a foot person ever in my life. I swear on Eva. But she told me that she dated a person with a really intense foot fetish. And but the things that they would need to get off is she would have to wear heels whenever they had sex. And the heel would need to be involved.
Oh.
On specific body parts. Imagine just what you could squish with that heel, with a
I mean, that's a little bit more than a foot fetish, isn't it?
stiletto.
From like, does he get hurt?
Yeah, what if the heel breaks?
He breaks skin?
I've never heard of skin breaking, but I could see it coming pretty close.
This shoe has never been outside, right? Like, this is a clean heel.
Oh, I hope so. I didn't get that many details.
So are we putting the shoe in your mouth, or are we putting it in the crevice?
I think we're smushing him.
Yeah, smushing him, smushing the dick and balls, stepping on him. Isn't that crazy?
That way. I thought we were
Wouldn't
putting the
that
heel
hurt?
inside.
That sounds dangerous. Yeah.
But we're actually...
Well, I mean, I guess that could be part of it. Listen, I didn't ask for too many details. I'm surprised that they shared this many with me.
I'm grateful that you're sharing this message.
I'm curious, like, how do you learn to do that, right? Like, you just get very good at, like, controlling the weight of your foot, you know? I don't know.
With us.
And that's how I learned there's no such thing as a mild foot fetish.
Okay, so we're coming down from
more you know.
from head to toe to head.
Hi, Olivia. I'm dead serious. Want to make out with your nose. Sexy as...
With your nose. Ew! Ew!
fuck nose. I'm flattered.
I don't know if I've heard of that one before, making out with somebody's nose.
Would you rather someone make out with your nose or with your foot?
Oh God.
Because I feel like nose is kind of gross. Like you like smell their whole breath.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want that. But then also like I get tickly. I don't want them to touch my feet either. I don't like
I
that.
feel like it really depends on the type of kiss. Is it painful? How wet?
Well, they're saying make
Like
out.
a suction one.
A
Like I feel like
suction?
make out involves tongue.
Well, I mean, if your makeout doesn't involve tongue, you're not doing it right.
So foot.
I think if my feet were clean, it would have to be feet.
Feet final answer.
You look like you'd have a nice ass. Saying. Then half a year goes by.
Just
Give you a
saying.
nickel, you let me eat you out for half an hour. Or go in a jar of pickles.
Well, how could you refute that offer?
And he finds out you have a nice ass.
A nickel? Bro, come on. Come on.
Before he was predicting, and I guess he found out.
And then you should sit on my face sometime.
What is it with men offering sex in female creators' DMs, even like the nice ones? Like what?
I mean, he did offer a nickel.
I think it depends on the kind of pickles. Not those sweet kind, not those butter pickles.
The only type of pickle I like is fried.
Oh, yum.
And I feel like that says something about American society.
It says that I
So
want to
good.
go to the next county fair.
That sounds so fucking good. Oh,
I also
God.
like how he doesn't really know if you have a nice ass.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just
That's
making an
my
educated
favorite
guess.
part. I feel so flattered. I proved myself.
Right.
Took half a year, but I
Half
did
a
it.
year.
But I did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
So proud of your accomplishments.
Yes.
Oh, this is a fun one that I got. It's an email. When I got this, at first I was curious because it says message. And I was like, oh my God, someone sent me a hate letter. I read a little bit of it. I grew a little more suspicious. It's just paragraphs of Jesus stuff. That's all. And I was like, is someone sending me this because they think I need it? Like, because they're like, this bitch is
God.
fucked up. She needs
No.
Jesus. And then you get to the
Not the Bible passages chainmail.
end. It says, I hope this message finds you well. And please know I've been praying for you. I hope that if you haven't yet come to a prosper, unadulterated understanding of the true gospel, that this might be the day. If you have yet to receive this free gift, basing your assurance by believing completely upon Christ alone, I pray that you'll trust him right now. Thanks so much for lending a brief moment to read my letter. This was several moments, sir.
But what's the free gift?
I know, it's like, if you subscribe to Christ right now, you get a free gift with your order.
But hey, at least he was praying for you. That's so nice.
I bet they were sitting in bed like, dear Lord, pray for every single person I've sent a mass email out to today.
If there's a girl under your bed, you'll die. If you don't send this to 15 more.
In 7 days. I once had somebody DM me to tell me specifically that they took me out of their prayers and that they would consider adding me back or something.
That's so mean. What? That's so manipulative. What the fuck? As if I would give a fuck. Keep me out. Keep me out of your prayers. Keep me out of your mouth. Your mind. Fine.
Something like that.
You got unsubscribed without your consent?
Yeah!
If any religious people are watching, please add Sabrina to your prayers.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this one's another one to you, Olivia.
Wait, he looks like he could be one of Tom Hanks' like sons. Doesn't he?
Yeah, Chet's big brother.
Aww.
No, right? So sweet. Now I'm empathizing with this man. So, pretty sure I fell in love with you and need to find a way to leave my wife and sneak over to your area someday.
What the fuck? Men, they're hopeless. They're hopeless. I swear to God.
No, empathy gone. Tom Hanks would never.
Pretty sure I fell in love with you. Need to find a way to leave my wife and sneak over to your area. This is like 3 separate things going wrong.
The 3 states of matter.
3 states of matter, exactly. Also, the Canada flag, does he think you live in Canada?
No, he's in Canada, I assume. He's gonna cross the border for me.
Oh, okay. So he's also committing felonies. Okay. I really like this one. You make me go feral. I don't even know if I have commentary for that. Thank you.
It doesn't feel invasive for some reason.
It feels more normal than the other guy who was gonna leave his wife.
Oh, I like this much better. Yeah. He's not asking you to do anything.
More normal.
You're just giving me some info. This woman's so damn fine, she could spit in my mouth anytime. That's a poem.
Bars.
I know.
That's a bar. Is anyone actually into that, or is that just something that the kids are saying these days?
I do have one of my friends. Granted, she does make content for OnlyFans. Her bio is just straight up spit in my mouth. I think it works for some people. Cardi B said it, I think. She put that in the
true.
song.
I think it's more than like the foot stuff, right?
I feel like, have you ever kissed people and their kisses are like so wet to
These
the
are
point
two
where it's
different-
gross?
2 different
I hate
islands
that.
are
I
I
happening.
feel like that's the amount of
hate it.
saliva that grosses me out.
Spitting is one of my pet peeves. I don't like seeing people spit. I think it's so gross, so this would very much not
Instant turn off. It's so fucking gross.
do it for me. But I did like the scene in Promising Young Woman where the main girl, Cassie, spits in Bo Burnham's coffee and he just picks it up and he looks at her and he drinks it.
What a bad boy.
Oh, he's a bad boy, all right.
Oh my god, this one is just, I thought it was so funny. So this is my best friend's mom. I love Leslie Jordan, and when he died, I put like a thing on my story. And my friend's mom responded like, I lost my grandfather, and I thought it was just the
No.
sweetest thing ever.
Oh, that's
Sending
so
love.
nice.
So sorry. I know. I
Aw.
love
That's
that.
so wholesome.
I know.
All the religious people, send your prayers and good thoughts to Leslie Jordan. Give him a heads up for us. Tell him hi. Tell him I said hi.
So this is your story. And
Yes.
it says, just exhibited incredible spatial awareness because
Before.
you parked. Amazing. Also agility. I exited through the trunk. Also amazing. And this guy
Easy.
replies, way too hot for all that squirming. I like the usage of the word squirming.
Me
I thought it
too.
was something else before I like read the context.
Oh.
I don't know why squirming
Who up squirming in their car?
is a yucky word sometimes.
It feels yucky still.
I like wiggling like a little worm.
Oh, but would he still love you if you were a worm?
That's the real question here.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't like squirming.
Oh, then it's not gonna
Way
work
too
out.
hot for all of that squirming. I mean, like, speak for yourself.
I look hot when I squirm.
Exactly. I don't know, like, what your problem is.
Maybe you look ugly when you squirm.
Yeah, that's not my problem now, is it? Okay, should we end on this cute one?
Yes, this was a cute one. Here, Gabby, you should read this.
Okay, so this is something someone sent to Sabrina. I had a few pretty rough few weeks, and your Deranged DMs videos with Gabby really helped me stay afloat. I'm trying to pay back with a perfectly ranged DM. So, what did 50 Cent do when he got hungry? He 58. There's layers to that one.
It took me a minute to get it, but I got it. And yeah, normally we don't accept bait
58.
for deranged DMs. We get a lot of messages these days where it's very clear the person is just trying to get on deranged DMs. But yeah, this person was very ranged, and we thought it was sweet.
Snaps for you.
Ho for a poet I am.
You 58 with this message.
We're thinking about including more user-submitted
I'm Mephistos.
content for future episodes. So if you guys can just keep it a little bit more ranged when it comes to talking to us.
Dude, I love this. Wait, I can't believe I wasn't subscribed. I thought I was. This is fun. I like this. Good stuff. If you want to sub to them, it's usually Sabrina and Gabby.
We may feature you in your stories.
And thank you, Olivia, for joining
Oh my
us
God, thank
today on this
you.
lovely episode of Deranged DMs with Olivia.
Olivia, where can the people find you?
You can find me on all social medias under Olivia Lopez with an S.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And those of you who are still watching, please let us know in the comments who you would like to have on a future episode of Deranged DMs. And if we like them, we'll reach out. And if we don't, we won't. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, dark history time.
Hamburgers used to be one of the most feared foods in America, and now we eat 50 billion of them every single year.
God, burgers are good. I could go for a burger.
Oh, we love a goddamn burger, don't we? I mean, it's like sacred to us. There was a study done that shows way more people recognize the McDonald's golden arches over the Christian cross. Gasp! And we're not hooked on burgers.
What? Wait, like in the world? In the world, I could see that, but in America? I don't know. That seems crazy.
Or fast food in general just because it's convenient. I mean, fast food corporations have hired Ivy League scientists to create menu items that are so addicting to our taste buds, that our brains can't tell the difference between a Big Mac and crack cocaine. Whoa. I know. Crazy. If you're gonna choose one, I say go with the crack cocaine every time. Why don't they just mix the two together?
Crack burgers, yes. That's goddamn the American right. They probably already have.
Hi friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is Bailey Sarian and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, Dark History. This is a chance to tell the story like it is and to share the history of stuff we would never think about. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and let's talk about that hot, juicy history goss. Well, friends, look, today I want to talk about fast food because first of all, I'm hungry. Second of all, it's really important to many of us. 83% of American families eat at a fast food restaurant at least once a week. Even though we're constantly told like it's gonna kill us, stop doing that, but like you can't because the fries are so good. But let's be honest, when we bite into a burger, you're not thinking about any of those expose documentaries. And we're not worried about the nutrition facts. We kind of know what we're getting ourselves into, right? But look, doesn't everyone deserve a little treat every now and then? Please?
It really is incredible how many calories they can pack into shit. Like, how do they do that?
Isn't it all about moderation or something like that? For most of us, fast food is nostalgic. And guess what? That's on purpose, babe. Okay, look, fast food reminds us of a simpler time in our childhood when calories didn't matter. You just play outside and run in the sprinklers and nobody thought about saturated fats or high fructose corn syrup. We played outside and just ate whatever, right? Ignorance is bliss. But somehow over time, we still can't quit fast food. Even though we know it's not healthy, right? We all know that, I think. So, what's the deal? Why is it so easily accessible if it's so bad for us? Okay, so this story begins with a place called the Automat, which sounds like, a mechanic or something to do with like an auto vehicle, right? But actually, it's because I'm a dumbass, I learned that it's a cafeteria style restaurant. For decades, the Automat was the place to get pre-made food fast. And it all started on June 12th, 1902, when business partners Joseph Horn and Frank Hardart opened their first Automat in Philadelphia. So they
Hardart? Sorry. Hardart? Oh.
designed the Automat after a very similar and very popular restaurant in Germany. So the restaurant had these cute wall-to-wall glass windows. And so behind those windows were little slots that were filled with tons of different kinds of food. I mean, it was everything from cake to buns to steak, all freshly made behind the scenes. So it's really nice. All you need to do is put a nickel into the slot. You turn a little knob, lift the glass door, and then you get your food. Who would have thought that this would be such an idea? But it was. And as soon as the food disappeared, a worker behind the scenes would put the food back, replace it. It was magical. It was essentially like a vending machine, except it was said that the food at the Automat, it tasted like something that was a home-cooked meal. Not something that you just kind of purchase really quick. And the Automat, it became so popular that Horn and Hardart opened up a second location just a month later, right smack in the middle of Times Square.
Wait, how does it... Are these warmers too?
New York City, baby. Imagine that. You go and see a Broadway show and then you get some meatloaf and a piece of cake for a freaking dime. Can you imagine that? No, none of us can. We know nothing about that life. Anyway, the best part about the Automat, it was accessible to everyone. So in 1902, city workers were getting paid way below the minimum wage, and their lunch breaks were getting cut shorter and shorter. And there just weren't many options for quick meals on the go. They didn't have much time, So at the Automat, most of the food was between 5 and 10 cents, which is around, or would be around $2 today. And then on top of that, there's no waiters, so you don't have to worry about, tipping. It was just a steal. 5 to 10 cents? Great. Plus, the Automat was for everyone. Not just lower income workers. At the time, the biggest food trend were these things called dining rooms. Dining rooms, darling. Which were kind of like a country club where you eat, but it was mainly for the super rich. But soon, even the 1% wouldn't be able to resist the convenience of the Automat. There's this great documentary called The Automat. That's what it's called, the Automat, where, quote, there was all kinds of people from poor people to matrons in furs. It was a common ground area. They even had these amazing ads all over the local papers that said, try it, you'll like it. It's in all caps, so it's yelling at you, and you're okay, get it. And then there's even ones that would apply or appeal to families that said, less work for mother. Okay, yeah, give mom a break. Automats even managed to stay open during the Great Depression in the 30s, since they offered affordable, stable comfort foods like macaroni and cheese.
Plus work for mother. As if they gave a fuck.
Baked beans and creamed spinach. So it was sign me up. And the Automat was at its height in the 40s. By then, there were over 157 versions all around America, and they served over 500,000 people a day. But even the Automat couldn't compete with what was coming. I'm talking about the hamburger. I don't know why I went with German, but I did. Hamburger. Pink Panther. Oh, was that in Pink Panther? Okay. Anyway, so over in Wichita, Kansas, a young man was about to change the face of fast food forever. I know, drama. His name was Jay.
I think it's also a German word, right? Burger? Hamburg? Something?
Walter Anderson. And as the legend goes, in the early 1900s, Jay was working at a Wichita diner, and I guess he was frying up some meatballs. And for some reason, maybe he was having just an off day, but Jay, he got real frustrated. He takes his spatula and he slams it down on one of the meatballs, just taking out all his anger on the freaking meatball. And he picked up that flat, girthy.
Yeah, apparently the name comes from Hamburg, Germany.
juicy piece of meat, and for some odd reason, he puts it between two buns. Don't know what was on his mind, and boof! Hamburger. This is the moment that the American hamburger, the one we all know and love, was born. You're welcome. Jay was confident in this burger and this idea of his that he ended up opening his own business. So he bought a little stand with 3 stools and hung up a sign that said hamburgers, 5 cents. And anytime he'd get a customer, he would usually try and upsell them. You know, he'd be like, hey, buy them by the sack. I got plenty. Usually after they had a taste of just one burger, they definitely did buy them by the whole sack or pack or whatever. Jay opened this burger stand at the perfect time because there was a Kansas oil boom and the whole state was modernizing, industrializing, growing, and people are hungry. Thousands of families, they had flocked to the city of Wichita for work, and by 1920, the Wichita had a population of 72,000 people. Now, this was out of control, okay? It was huge. That's a lot of people. So a lot of different workers who were employed at local factories and farms, they were always looking for a cheap, delicious, quick meal, mostly quick, to get on, their lunch breaks. And that's exactly what Jay's hamburger stand gave them. I mean, this was iconic, groundbreaking. Jay's hamburger stand got so popular, it expanded to 4 stands. He was
Let's
even
go.
crowned the king of the hamburger by
A real American patriot.
local newspapers. And Jay was even approached by a big businessman to turn his little hamburger stand into a huge restaurant chain. The American dream. He was living it. But Jay's dream had to wait because there was one huge problem. Americans at this time, they were actually afraid to eat meat. Meat, especially red meat, back in the early 1900s wasn't seen as something you'd want to eat or even should be eating. People thought of it like, gas station sushi. Yeah, when was the last time you ate some of that?
I had some once. It was actually pretty good.
In America, you don't eat that. There is a small chance you'll be okay if you eat it, but you're really rolling the dice if you do. But let go and let God, honey. Then in 1905, a journalist named Upton Sinclair shook the meat industry. Upton spent 7 weeks at a local meat packing plant in Chicago, and he was like, have you seen the show Undercover Boss? He was doing that. He was undercover bossing it and pretending to just be another worker. I love this.
Classic.
So he goes in low-key, doesn't tell anyone, and then he ends up turning his
I'm 7.
experiences into a novel that confirmed a lot of people's beliefs and fear at that time, that the meat they were eating is disgusting. There were stories about exploited workers.
Always had decent luck with the gas station sushi. Stop the stigma. Honestly. I got sick once from actually the grocery store sushi. So, maybe we should look into that.
Dying from the chemical exposure and the shitty conditions of the meat plant. And he also wrote a shocking story revealing the truth as to what was really going on. There were untrained immigrant workers being forced to do dangerous work in unventilated rooms. I mean, some were covered in blood from the meat that they were butchering, and others were just standing in dirty water for Lord knows how long, or even why in the first place. And all around the workers were just pieces of rotten meat. Yeah, it wasn't great. And then guess what? Well, most of the time, that diseased, rotten, and contaminated meat that was all around them would be rounded up, just kind of put it in a bag, and then they would sell it to the people. No big deal. There was no health code. There was no FDA overseeing it. America was still a free spirit at this time.
Gross.
Yeah. So Upton, the guy who uncovered all of this, he was a socialist, so people really went out of their way to discredit him. But it didn't really matter to the American people because once they read this, or they read his novel, they were not going to trust meat. I mean, it did some damage, as it should, actually. Some people felt they were taking a gamble with Jay's hamburger stand because they were so damn good, but so against what they have heard about me, you know? And Jay even described seeing little kids purchasing bags of his burgers and then like racing back to their rich mom's cars as they sped off because they were like embarrassed or ashamed to buy from him. It's kind of funny. But like he even had meat delivered to his hamburger stands twice a week in front of customers to make everything seem very fresh and legit. Like, you know, great. But it didn't really matter. It was still a dinky little stand at the end of the day. So in March 1921, he and his business partner created a clean, beautiful burger restaurant people felt like they could trust. And he named it White Castle Burger. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You heard of them? And this name was chosen on
Wait, I didn't realize White Castle was the first one.
purpose because to them, the word white would represent purity and the word castle would represent strength. But now we just think of like when you're smashed, you're just like, White Castle. You know? So we kind of went in the opposite direction. Sorry about that, you guys. Anyways, but they wanted customers to feel a sense of safety and even luxury when they entered the building. The building looked like a clean white porcelain castle, and then they had like simple menu of burgers, coffee, Coca-Cola, pie, because what else do you need? Exactly. Fries before guys, huh, Joan? Tell them. So the burgers were prepared quickly on spotless grills. And this was so the customers would be able to see like how they were cooking, right? The whole process. And know that nothing shady was going on. You know? The cooks were told to be extremely positive while interacting with the customers to make them feel at ease. Don't worry, sir, you're not gonna die here today. You know, sometimes when you see these people, you gotta feel bad for them a little bit. You know, when you pull up to the drive-thru and you can tell someone's watching the worker as they're like, my pleasure, and they're twitching. You're like, are you okay, girl? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. But can I get some extra barbecue sauce though? Just one more. I know it's 25 cents, but like, give me a fucking break. White Castle burgers were just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. So they would poke holes in the meat to make it cook faster. And everything, even the buns, were steamed on a bed of onions to give it that signature flavor. I mean, it was the perfect setup. It was consistent, it was comfortable, and everyone started to trust White Castle burgers. Customers knew exactly what they'd get when they walked into those doors, and it was a hit. Jay was even able to open a second White Castle location just a year after the first one because of how popular it was. I mean, pretty soon everyone across the East Coast wanted a taste of these damn burgers. So White Castle had to open up a new chain every few months just to keep up with the people's demands. And it wasn't just the product. People wanted to work at White Castle. I know, everyone, calm down. Someone wants to work at a fast food chain. I know. This is a true story. So, because listen to this wild thing this man did. Jay made sure to pay his workers a good salary. Holy shit. With health insurance and even retirement. Now, hot diggity dog. I don't know about you, but that's groundbreaking. And this is why everyone wanted to work at White Castle. What an idea, huh? Anyways, fast food historian David Hogan even described White Castle as a safe haven for all. In the 1920s, when many Black Americans couldn't safely enter any restaurants, let alone eat in one, they were said to be welcome at White Castle. And by the end of the 1920s, White Castle restaurants were everywhere, especially New York. I mean, it was a craze. People could not believe this food was so good and also so cheap. This was also kind of a reflection of the changing culture at the time. I mean, the population was growing, technology was advancing, and people just wanted things faster and faster. I mean, no one wanted to sit down at a formal restaurant and order and like wait and then talk with whoever you're with. No. They didn't want to do any of that. They wanted to walk in, order their food, and just throw away their containers once they were done. No dishes, no cooking, not a lot of money, cheap, delicious food, fast. We're in America, baby. Buckle in. But here's the thing. Everyone was having conversations about, cleanliness and affordability and also the convenience when it came.
Best boss. Yeah, for real. What the fuck? Imagine. Just paying well. and then people want to work there. Wow.
To fast food hamburgers, but no one was talking about how good or bad it was for you, like actually for just your diet. You know what I'm saying? Nutritionists, they started taking shots at the hamburger industry. One writer said, quote, "The hamburger habit is just as safe as walking in a garden while the arsenic spray is being applied, and about as safe as getting your meat out of a garbage can standing in the hot sun." Yum. Some people were like, okay, I hear that. How do I still enjoy my burger though? You know, like how do you still enjoy your burger after that? So White Castle, they decide they're going to prove all of the haters wrong. They decide to conduct their own study. It's just a little cute study. They hire a medical student at the University of Minnesota and only allowed him to eat hamburgers and drink water for 13 weeks straight. That's it. Nothing else. And it kind of sounds like that documentary, Super Size Me, you know, the guy who eats McDonald's food for like 30 days straight. It's like that. It's very similar, right? Except the student reportedly ate 20 to 24 hamburgers a day. That's a lot when you think about it.
What the fuck? How? He was eating like a burger an hour? More? If he slept? What the fuck?
That's kind of a lot. What were they doing? I mean, hamburgers back then, I mean, these were the size of sliders, but still, 20 to 24?
Oh,
After 13 weeks.
Okay, Bailey. Okay, that's different. Yeah, that is different. That makes more sense.
The student seemed okay. So White Castle is like, see, look, he's not dead. The student, on the other hand, I guess he was like scarred for life, maybe.
Yeah.
He said, I guess reportedly said that he was never willingly going to eat hamburgers
I'll take that. I don't think I could do that many a day though. Yeah, that is a lot. I feel like you would just get so sick of it.
again. And that's like, I don't blame him. This is a side note, but that same student, he died. It's not funny.
Oh no.
But he died. He died at the
no.
age of 54 from heart problems.
Oh no.
It's just like, you know, they left that part out of the study. They didn't follow up. Anyway, so rest
Rip.
in peace. So as the hamburger industry was growing, so did the culture. So from the 30s to the 60s, I mean, the American lifestyle was evolving, right? There was an influx of immigrants coming into the United States, and people were moving from farms into cities. There was mass media and television, and the car industry was booming, and everything about America became centered around speed and also convenience. So naturally, food became a part of that. I mean, suddenly the typical American meal went from beef stroganoff and like Jell-O molds to hamburgers and fries. It was no longer working class food. It was food for everyone. So this is during the time, no food delivery service. I know, wah, wah, wah. And there weren't like fast food restaurants on every block like this there feels like it is now, right? So if you wanted something quick, convenient, you most likely had to go to the city to an automat. And the problem was, for millions of women across America, letting your family eat fast food was a sign of failure. Yeah, it's kind of dramatic, but it's like these housewives were expected to make 3 grand meals a day for a family. So the fast food industry takes notice of this, and they know that stay-at-home moms are going to be their biggest hurdle for the company. So this becomes focus number 1. Win over the housewives. So fast food corporations had to figure out, hey, how do we get these women who have been conditioned for so many years to take off their aprons and come to us? Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to do. Society during this time was telling women that some of her self-worth is tied into making food for her family. I mean, so how is she supposed to let that go? It's not that easy. There was a White Castle ad from the 1930s that showed a man handing his grateful wife a bag of burgers that said, "Give mother a night off by taking home a bag of White Castle burgers." Oh, thanks, Johnny. Like, you're supposed to be flattered. There was even a Dairy Queen ad that said, "Make dad glad with a delicious treat. A Big Daddy sundae for 60 cents or a Big
Daddy sundae
malt for 65 cents."
Hey, yo.
It was like Big Daddy. 60 cents? I'm listening. Go on. Anyways, the ads were very successful. And by the 40s, the automats are no longer the go-to fast food. People were into fast food restaurants where you could just walk in, order your food, and then get the fuck out of there. But during this time, housewives still embarrassed, okay? They don't want to be seen picking up fast food. It would make them look lazy. So they were like, driving and then sending their kids inside to go get the food and like do it low key. Don't look at anyone. Don't talk to anyone. So the companies are like, oh my God, we get it. Moms, you're embarrassed, okay? How about we bring the food to you? And then this is when the drive-in restaurant scene started to pop off. Just all
Let's
because
go.
we're just embarrassed.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Embarrassed suburban moms. It just gave us drive-through. The only good thing they ever did, honestly.
They're shy. They cater to us. Look, we're so lucky. Housewives were just pulling in their cars to the front of the restaurant, and then either someone would like run in, get the food, or the food is brought out to them. And eventually there were drive-throughs, and people could pull up to a speaker on the side of the restaurant, place their order without ever being seen, and then get their food and speed off like we do today. Right? I do this all the time. I'll be driving through a drive-through. I'm like, don't look at me. I'm wearing a big pajama shirt, someone's boxers, a flip-flop, just one. I couldn't find the other. And then I go drive in like I'm a normal human being. This is when I love the drive-through, For those of us who don't want to be in public. And I love them for it. Anyways, at this point, fast food restaurants were so successful, they were starting to multiply into franchises. So a franchise means a person is allowed to purchase the right of a restaurant concept and use things like their name, their trademark branding, and overall business model. And they really can't even change that much because it's not technically their business to start with. For example, if your uncle purchases a local Wendy's franchise, he has to make sure the restaurant uses all of the same food vendors so it tastes the same. He has to decorate it the same. It just has to look like Wendy's. It's essentially like you're renting. You fucking get it, right? You got it. And this is so the franchise won't look like janky knockoff, and they'll make profit. By the 50s, owning a franchise was the American dream. The best part was, unlike so many big money-making jobs in America, you didn't have to have the right connections to get into the franchise business. So White Castle is a good example. I mean, Jay was just a cook at a local diner. Pretty soon, the word on the street was that selling a product wasn't enough, but you could rake in the dough if you managed to find a way to franchise your business. In fact, your product didn't have to be industry changing like White Castle's sliders. It just had to be marketed right. A great example of that is the success of the world's biggest franchise. Are you picturing golden arches right now? Because you should. I'm talking about McDonald's. They sure did brand themselves, didn't they? McDonald's is really a part of American history, okay? And I feel like everyone and anyone has covered it, talked about it, right? But what I found the most interesting about the story of McDonald's is how they're considered revolutionary. A lot of people believe that McDonald's changed fast food forever. But when you think about it, they didn't really invent anything new. I mean, they were just really, really good at knowing what people wanted. McDonald's took off in 1955 thanks to a milkshake equipment salesman named Ray Kroc. Ray sold milkshake equipment to Richard and Maurice McDonald of San Bernardino, California. And something about their business just really impressed him. Like, they had a hamburger stand with a simple little menu, but it was in a very popular area. So Ray came in and helped turn this one little burger stand into the McDonald's that we really know today. He took it from like 1 to about 200 different McDonald's. And it wasn't long until quickly, because literally, McDonald's came in, surpassed White Castle, and became America's go-to burger chain restaurant. But by 1961, Ray had like screwed over the McDonald brothers by creating a franchising agreement that basically gave Ray total control. It was so rude. It was honestly very rude of him, okay? And then he left the McDonald's brothers without any of the profits or the name. This whole thing that they started, this Ray, even though we were like, yay, Ray, this guy, he came in and just took it all from them. That's a different story, huh? Honestly, I was like, we really should have saw this coming. Ray was a milkshake equipment salesman. Have you ever tried to get a milkshake at McDonald's or ice cream at McDonald's? The machine never works.
It goes all the way back.
They suck. So that's all. The thing that seemed to stand out to customers about McDonald's wasn't its fantastic flavor of fresh ingredients. It was an unspoken promise of what you get when you walk through their doors. No, it's not the creepy clown or the sticky countertops. You'll never get the best burger. You'll always get the same consistent burger every single time. And that was their key. They literally became famous by promising a basic ass burger. And honestly, you kind of got to respect them for that because they knew what they were cooking up, selling, and putting out there. And it was just basic. And they kicked ass, right? Because your expectation isn't really that high. Anyways, from then on, and honestly until now, McDonald's was always the fast food restaurant to beat. And whenever they saw an opportunity for a new customer, they created a new product for them. Okay, for example, many Americans in the 60s were Catholic and they wouldn't eat meat, or they shouldn't eat meat on Fridays, especially like beef, pork, chicken, and turkey.
The fucking fish fillet. That's why it's still there.
So McDonald's was like, oh, don't worry, you guys. Don't worry. Praise God. And they invented the Filet-O-Fish. Honestly, that's pretty iconic. McDonald's just kept inventing iconic product after iconic product, like the Quarter Pounder, the McDouble, the Big and Tasty, the McNuggets, blah, 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 blah. And then other fast food companies start popping up and they want to copy them, like Burger King. You know, they were founded in 1957 and their original restaurant name was Insta Burger King. Insta Burger King. Yeah, they were way ahead of their time. But their whole concept was similar to McDonald's, except they offered flame-broiled burgers that were a quarter pound, which was much bigger to McDonald's like 1.6 ounce burger. Not that we're weighing or anything. And their biggest strength was giving power to customers. I mean, Burger King, their slogan was have it your way. It was like, oh, what? Yeah, pickles only. And then they would let customers choose their own toppings, which was really unusual at the time. I mean, back then you just got what you got, and if you didn't like it, then you can get over it and go somewhere else. Burger King also had their signature burger, the Whopper, and it was a bestseller. McDonald's decided to blow out the competition and premiere what has been called the Chevy of hamburgers, or in other words, the Big Mac.
Dude, capitalism breeds innovation. The innovation, 20 types of burgers.
Chevy at the time was like the biggest, best car on the market, so this was like a major compliment, you know? Car comparisons. From the 1960s on, there was an explosion of fast food restaurants popping up all across America. I'm talking KFC, Arby's, Dairy Queen, Pizza Hut. The list goes on and on. And this period of time is known as the golden age of fast food. Each chain, brought something different to the table. Wendy's, they used the drive-through windows and it brought in a ton of customers, so then everyone copied them. Domino's introduced 30 minutes or less pizza delivery, which is still one of the most famous deals in pizza history. If the drivers didn't get your pizza to you in like 30 minutes, it was free. They had to stop doing that in 1993. I guess there were lots of car accidents. Yeah, trying to get that pizza to you.
No.
Okay. Still, to this day, there are some pizza places that do it. I just thought that was kind of silly for a second. Taco Bell, they brought Mexican-ish food to the masses. Even though it isn't legit Mexican food, it's still something different in the fast food world. In the 1980s, the economy was doing great. Baby boomers were popping out babies, and lots of 80s moms were going to work in their iconic 80s suits. And they didn't have time to cook 3-course roast beef dinners anymore, nor did they even want to. So they started outsourcing their cooking to fast food restaurants. So much so that according to QSR magazine, in the 1980s, McDonald's alone opened up a new restaurant every 16 hours for a decade, all across America. That's
Jesus.
over 5,000 McDonald's. This all
God.
officially set up the beginning of what is known as fast food culture. Honestly, it was kind of a fun time, a little fun moment in history, you know, when all the fast food places were popping up, because it just felt like this magical time in the world of fast food, especially if you were a kid in the 90s. Everything just felt so new and exciting, you know? But it wasn't all sunshine, cheesy gordita crunches. I mean, even though all these thousands of fast food franchises were super convenient and affordable, there were, of course, some serious downsides. First of all, fast food did major damage to America's diverse culinary scene. I mean, in days before the fast food boom, America was a melting pot full of tons of different types of cuisines. I mean, it still is, of course, but before there was a McDonald's on every corner, there was more like family-owned restaurants and local markets that would be selling dishes from all over the world. But when fast food became king, it created a huge fan base around meals like cheeseburgers, milkshakes, fries, chicken fingers, nuggets. I mean, those were the things like people were really
Delicious.
wanting, you know? And as the big fast food chains expanded, they put thousands of mom and pop restaurants out of business. According to Wendy A. Wallowson, a history professor at Rutgers University, this created something called homogenization. Homogenization. This created a demand for everyone wanting the same thing. Everyone was becoming the same. Everyone wanted the same burger, the same fries, the same shake, you know? And it's true. I mean, we love it. And in 1994 alone, fast food restaurants in the United States sold over 5 billion hamburgers. And this made it America's favorite food. I know. So then it got me thinking, like, what was going on in 1994? Why did it pop off that hard? And I don't know, but it got me thinking. So all this put extra demand on the beef industry, which is why meat companies like Tyson Foods started to pop off. And then 2 years later, almost 10% of the American population ate at a McDonald's every single day. I mean, that's just at one chain. And that's people who are there every day. And I'm guessing the number has only gone up since then. Professor Wallowson says, quote, "This not only affected American culture, erasing once vibrant ethnic and regional traditions, but it was also beginning to influence the entire world," end quote. AKA, fast food is taking over the damn world. Thank you. By 1996, there were more than 7,000 McDonald's restaurants in other countries. There were almost 1,500
They're really everywhere.
in Japan, 430 in France, 63 in China, and that's just to name a couple, you know? There's probably some in Ohio. Okay, sorry. I mean, this thing was a movement, and everywhere it went, it was taking out competitors, just ruining local businesses and getting people all over the world hooked on their 3 main ingredients: extremely processed meat, high fructose corn syrup, and fried food. I think it's safe to say that fast food isn't known for being healthy. You kind of like, again, know what you're getting yourself into when you pull
But it is fucking delicious.
into that drive-through lane. For starters, it's usually high in calories, unhealthy fats, there's sodium, added sugar, there's no vegetables in sight, except for that, you do get a tomato, sometimes lettuce, to be fair, okay? Pickle. Okay, plus, fast food wasn't just an occasional guilty pleasure. It was literally changing the palate of the American people. I mean, instead of trying out different foods, many Americans were just eating what they ate in fast food restaurants, which was beef and/or chicken.
Okay, the McDonald's salads, actually not bad though. Not bad.
David Hogan, a historian, really hit this point home when he noticed that Americans, quote, consumed 50% more chicken and beef in 1976 than they had in 1960, mainly because the fast food chains usually served only those 2 meats. And again, big corporations like Tyson start to profit because of a lack of diversity in food. I mean, instead of people eating game hens or turkeys or pork or fish, you know, variety of meat.
Oh yeah, did they get rid of the wraps? Man, I haven't been in so long.
Something that's cooked at home. Instead, it was chicken or beef or, I don't know, chicken, maybe even beef, And then the next chicken, beef, fish, don't know her. Only on Fridays. On top of that, according to nutritionists, the quality of the meat, the saturated fat, the sugar, and all the chemicals dumped into these foods to make them available quickly were not good for you. And if almost 10% of a country is eating a processed burger on the daily, what does that mean for America's health, huh? And what about the children? The future health? Well, you know who was thinking about the children? Those fast food corporations, of course. To guarantee lifelong returning customers, they started targeting children. Ah, yes. Genius. Because
Classic.
getting into someone's memory is a perfect marketing tool. Creating a sense of nostalgia
So
and
gross.
happiness is key. So in the 90s, fast food went all out for the kids. McDonald's tried to make parents' lives easier by building literal playgrounds inside of their restaurants. Yeah, because you don't even want to think about the germs in those ball pits. Oh, you'd go in, there'd be something sticky at the bottom, and you're like, I don't need to know. I'm just gonna go play over here now. I mean, when was the last time anyone cleaned those balls? Yeah, there was always some kid stuck in the slide picking his nose. You nasty. But for a working parent, well, it's a babysitter and a meal, all for the low cost of a number 3 combo? Plus Burger King, they had paper crowns. Hello, those were fun. Carl's Jr. had star-shaped nuggets.
The crowns were fun. I do remember having so much fun with the crown.
That made fun throwing tools. Because do they still have those? They should. Everywhere you looked, fast food brands were whipping out fun, lovable mascots like the Wendy's girl, which she was actually real. She was actually the owner's daughter. They made her look cute. Look, there were all kinds of kid-friendly figures who made their brand
I'm
made her look
sorry.
cute. Which she was actually real. She was actually
I did not know this. Oh my god.
the owner's daughter. They made her look cute. Look, there were all kinds of kid-friendly figures who made their brand accessible for everyone. And it took a while for McDonald's to get there with, Ronald McDonald. Their original design for him was a fucking nightmare. We talked about him in our clowns episode. This dude, Ronald McDonald, his look was questionable. It said, hey, I hang out in dark alleyways and I might do things to you, But they rebranded.
Terrifying. What the fuck is that? This is nightmare shit. This looks like a horror film. The fuck?
I hang out in dark alleyways and I might do things to you, But they rebranded. They eventually got him where he needed to be. I mean, they got Ronald to a place where he became so recognizable that a study done in 1973 found that 96% of American children recognize him. Do you know what kind of power that is? Yeah, it's like he was the biggest celebrity if you were a kid during this time. The only person that American kids recognized more than Ronald was Santa Claus. Both strange older men, huh? What's that about? And look, guess who's back knocking
Weird.
at our door? Oh my God, it's Ronald and his posse. Do you remember the Hamburglar, and Mayor McCheese, Grimace? They are shoving him back down our throats for no damn reason. I mean, they made those damn milkshakes that was making everyone lose their mind. And you saw them on TikTok. And who's on TikTok? Kids. Damn it, they got us again. Grimace, who are you?
Classic.
I don't even know you. He's like, what is he? A blob? And plus, you can't forget the most seductive threat of all.
Wait, literally, what is he? Is he supposed to be anything? Wait a minute. Is he just the shake? What is it?
The Happy Meal. Oh. These sneaky little boxes of joy became the gateway to a lifelong affair, a love affair with fast food. They lured us in with toys. Oh, the toys. Oh my God. I went in for those toys. The food, whatever. The toys. I'm talking, remember the limited edition Beanie Babies? The Happy Meal was colorful, beautiful. It made promises of happiness. And before we knew it, we were all addicted to the nostalgic taste of childhood memories. I mean, not to mention the sugar, salt, and fat memories. So this all leads up to a big pushback against fast food in the 2000s. There were books like Fast Food Nation.
I always wondered what Grimace was supposed to be. They all had backstories, right? I'm so confused. Apparently the original one was too scary as well. I'm looking for it. Yo, what the fuck? What is that? What? Why? Yeah, that is scary. I don't like that. Ah! That's gonna give me nightmares, dude. What is that? What? Why? Why would you do this? I'm glad they changed it, but it still is, like, pretty creepy. Just an alien guy? I don't know. I don't know, dude.
That started to come out, and suddenly everyone was obsessed with eat this, not that. And it was kind of fun. And fast food franchises started adding healthy options like a salad to the menu. Order the salad. It's not our fault if you're eating something unhealthy. We gave you options. The funny thing is, healthy options and nutrition facts didn't really change the fast food industry. Well, except for Kentucky Fried Chicken. They decided that the word fried, it was a little too scary, you know? And it was scaring away all those people who were worried about fried food.
Wait, what? Who is supposed to represent a taste bud? What the fuck? Wait. He's also the embodiment of a milkshake. An enormous taste bud.
So they rebranded to KFC, but we know what the F stands for. It turns out people like having a little guilty pleasure. I mean, they don't want an organic chicken nugget that's gonna taste like cardboard. They want the real, fake, chemically processed thing. It's convenient, it's cheap, it's tasty. And these companies, they understand that that is their target audience. I mean, after all, fast food companies were designed to serve middle-class, blue-collar working people, not 1%
McDonald's is friends with your taste buds? I guess. You could say they're taste buds.
elites who are, only eating kale salads and like bone broth. Well, the problem is that fast food doesn't really operate with moderation on the mind, but fast food is literally designed to be addictive. According to Dr. David Kessler, who used to work with the American Food and Drug Administration, the food available at these big franchises isn't designed to satisfy your appetite, but instead to keep you hungry. So for millions of years, food was pretty hard to get for humans. Do you remember? Had to be there. You had to hunt, you had to gather. Sugar, fat, and salt, these were all very rare. But then when the fast food started to dominate the landscape of American food, they realized they could manipulate your appetite using salt, fat, and sugar to keep you in a feeding loop, like a hamster in a wheel. Fast food franchises started specially designing food products that would combine all our favorite flavors in a perfect ratio so that every single bite was perfection. Fat and sugar tricks your brain into stimulating your appetite, and salt leaves you hungry for more. Bada bing, bada boom, you're in. Right? And by doing this, fast food keeps their customer reaching for more and more food than they technically need. It makes sense. Can you just have one French fry? I didn't think so. Can you have just one Pringle? No, you can't. And the next time you're hungry, you're obviously coming back to the scene of the crime to get that fix all over again. It's like you're a moth to a flame. You're going to be sucked right back into those sweet golden arches, embraced with a warm hug and a salty fry. It's magical. I think the best example is chicken nuggets. The factory that makes chicken nuggets, they first deep fry them, and that gives the chicken a coating of fat. And then it's frozen. because then it gets delivered to the fast food restaurant. And when it's time to serve the chicken nuggets, they get fried again. So it's just like another layer of fat. The nugget finally gets to the customer and is served with a variety of dipping sauces. All of them have freaking a ton of sugar in them, but they're so good. Ketchup, so much sugar. Give it to me. Pour it on me. Rain on me. Yes. Barbecue sauce.
Kind of hate ketchup. It's only good with fries.
Don't get me started. Ooh, and then you pair it with an ice cold Coca-Cola, and you even have the option to supersize it. I mean, obviously it's to share for yourself, right? Yeah, suddenly, next thing you know, you aren't even eating because you're hungry anymore. You're eating because it's fun and it feels good and it's delicious. But all of this leads to overeating. The fries are flying, you're in a frenzy, and when you finally come to your senses, you're surrounded by empty
Too many other sauces are way better than ketchup. Yeah, exactly.
ketchup packets in a parking lot like some kind of potato junkie. But listen, I'm here to tell you, like, it's not your fault. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. Like, we all have choices in life, right? Blah, blah, blah. But like these fast food companies, they're not messing around when it comes to keeping you a loyal customer. Many of our favorite franchises use literal food scientists to create these delicious recipes. Now, these are some like Ivy League food scientists I'm talking about, and they're hired specifically to figure out how to get that perfect golden ratio in every bite. I mean, no wonder we're all hooked, right? Your taste buds cannot fight a war against a Harvard nugget scientist. And one of the biggest impacts fast food has on the American people is the obesity epidemic. And it was actually predicted back in the 90s, in that beautiful golden era of fast food, by Dr. Catherine Flegel, a senior research scientist at the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And after looking at a mountain of data about health and nutrition in U.S. citizens, Dr. Flegel noticed that there was a weird shift happening. Before the
Hey Joey, what's up?
fast food boom, American adults would gain some weight between the age of 20 and 40 and then lose that weight in their 60s and 70s. But suddenly, there was a spike in those numbers, and 20 million Americans, or like 8% of the population, had suddenly become overweight. Well, it turns out that this 8% was eating fast food every day. Now, I'm no scientist, and you're probably not a scientist,
Yeah.
but Dr. Flegel is, and she put 2 and 2 together. The spike was concerning for nutritionists because it puts
It is so bad for you. It really is. I don't think anybody should be eating fast food every day. Even if you want to eat burgers every day, just don't do fast food, man. Like, so much processed shit and like she's been saying, like added fats and sugar and shit. It's so bad. But also, like, don't feel bad about having it sometimes. You know, just have some vegetables sometimes.
more people at risk for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, different types of cancer. I mean, it's not
Way
good.
better, sure.
And that bump in obesity isn't exactly surprising when you find out that the average fast food meal is at least 800 calories. And that's on like the low end. But it's like, I'm like, whatever, I don't know that. Is that sick? Oh, remember when they passed that law? There was a law in 2009, it was called the Menu Labeling Law. And suddenly, food franchises in California, they had to list the nutritional information and calorie count next to menu items. It was wild. I mean, I would pull up to the drive-thru and see that my hamburger that I like to get had 2,000 calories in it, and I was like, but I'm still gonna get it, okay? Tomorrow I'm gonna be better. And since the food is designed to trick the brain's hunger center and keep us overeating, it's almost like the problem isn't even in our hands anymore. Of course, we can't eat in moderation when the system is designed to make us eat as much as possible. But what is a solution? Make the food less delicious? Even the colors used by most fast food companies, you know, the red, yellow, are intentional. The color red actually increases your pulse and heart rate, which raises your blood pressure. This spikes your metabolism, which is why the color red psychologically triggers feelings of hunger. That's why I'm wearing red right now on my lips. Don't you want to eat me? Oh. And the color yellow, she triggers feelings of happiness and friendliness.
I was gonna say, like, her couch is red. Is that why? Is that why?
Yes. So it's like the perfect combo. And this is actually known as the ketchup and mustard theory. So if you're around yellow and red, you're gonna probably feel more hungry. You're probably gonna eat more, and you might be a little happy. You wanna eat me yet? Now this is crazy. Yellow also happens to be the color most visible in daylight, which is why McDonald's, their M, can be seen from a very far distance. So next time you want to get your man's attention, dip yourself in yellow paint and then just stand there, okay? That's how you get them. Even if weight gain
Easy.
wasn't an issue, there's another problem, which is that as people rely more and more on fast food, they're losing access to basic nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin A, fiber, all the things our body needs that we used to get from eating whole foods and vegetables. Those whole foods, which you find in health food stores, they're usually located in like a middle class or upper class area. And in lower income neighborhoods, you might notice if you look around, the only options are fast food and super processed foods at bodegas or like mini marts. It goes to show you that food can like really be weaponized and used to keep whole groups of people just unhealthy. And then when you start thinking about fast food as a drug, that's
Yeah, and that's like food deserts, right? That's what she's talking about. And it's always like low income, usually black and brown neighborhoods that have the fewest resources for fresh food.
maybe tricking your mind into veering into that drive-through lane over and over again. A lot of things kind of start to add up. The fast food industry itself is like that dealer that's taking advantage of your addiction or even your financial situation, which is sad because fast food started out with a promise to do right by middle class and lower income families by giving them simple, easy, quick meals for the right price. But if the food they're serving is ultimately addictive and not good for us, then it seems like fast food is maybe exploiting middle and lower class communities and doing more harm than good, right? You would think. To beat all the bad publicity they get, fast food companies have some of the best PR teams in the whole world. I mean, the brains behind these popular fast food joints dumped tons of money into supporting charities because they knew it would help keep their images squeaky clean. And even if their recipes were trash, I mean, we gotta give them credit where credit is due. They're doing good work. They give back a lot. Like, for example, McDonald's created Ronald McDonald Houses, which gave homes to parents whose kids were sick and getting treatment in nearby hospitals. Wendy's and Burger King both had given support to programs for needy children. Even KFC let their customers know that they were doing their part because the good old Colonel Sanders supported the March of Dimes charity, which is...
Yeah, we're giving you all heart disease and diabetes, but it's okay, because we're saving the children at the same time. It's fine.
The National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis that was founded by FDR. I mean, they do good work and they keep their image sparkling clean. It's really a win-win. In the late 80s and 90s, when they were once again starting to catch some heat for their bad nutrition, companies like McDonald's started doing things like hiring older workers and giving younger workers their first jobs, which is like, oh, nice, they're giving back to the community, yay. Now, at the end of the day, fast food is still doing what it promised to do. Get food to people quickly for a low cost. I mean, it became the ultimate solution for busy lives. With just a few bucks, we could grab a meal on the go and just save some precious time. But in the race against our clock, we sacrificed our health. Our bodies weren't designed to run on empty calories and processed ingredients. And even some of the new healthy additions to fast food menus, for example, Impossible Patties and the new vegan milkshake from Fatburger, it's not healthier. They just make it look.
Yeah, also, like, the McDonald's salads are even, like, I think 1,600 calories or something. Let me check.
that way, but realistically, it's just a combination of processed ingredients and chemicals, you know? Well, where does all of this information leave us? Because I think it's clear that fast food restaurants are here to stay, right? I mean, the United States has the most fast food restaurants out of any other country in the entire world. It's part of the American cultural fabric when you think about it. Yeah, I mean, part of our core memories. Did you guys know that Jeff Bezos used to work at McDonald's? I know. So did Rachel McAdams, Jay Leno, Shania Twain, and my younger sister. Hey girl, I remember. She would come home smelling stinky. I don't know what they were using in those kitchens. I still ate there. Even President Barack Obama worked at Baskin Robbins. It's an honest American job, and the people who started these empires are like our corporate fast food founding fathers. Put them on a mountain somewhere, huh? I mean, they proved the American dream was real. But is it still? I don't know. And is fast food more strategic than we realize? I mean, the fact that there are food deserts out there and people who literally rely on fast food to get most of their meals and just through the damn week is just a reality in our country. And who can blame us if Ronald is getting into our heads at a young age and getting us hooked on his engineered to be delicious burgers? We got hooked. We got snatched. We got trapped. And honestly, it was like, oh my God, fast food is like a toxic boyfriend. It is. Like, you just can't break up with them. You're like, I can do better than you. I don't need you. I'm never coming back. And then you wake up, you go a few days, and you're like, oh my God, I just like really miss him right now. He's just like was really nice to me, and he was there when I needed him. But just like your toxic boyfriend, sometimes it's available all of the time, and they're on every freaking corner because it's like your memory of them. You're like, oh my God, oh, we made out on that corner. I mean, McDonald's is even texting me now. I was pressured into downloading their app, and now they text me when they're having special deals. And it'll be late at night too, and they know I'm up. 2 a.m. free fry promo. Really? You're gonna tempt me like that? You are gonna send me?
Okay, I was wrong. The salads are like 500 calories, but I also found an article from 2016 saying it's more than a Big Mac. So I think it did used to be more.
Some spank bank text-worthy shit? What do we do? What kind of shenanigans have we gotten into, huh? Do we boycott them? Honestly, no, that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. And look, they've already got us in their clutches, you know? In their greedy clown hands. So how do we unlearn everything they've...
Yeah, in 2016, one of the salads had 730 calories, 53 grams of fat, and 1,400 milligrams of salt. Holy.
They've taught us. How do we detox off of it? I mean, those withdrawals off of sugar and all that bullshit, I'm not ready. I don't know what it comes down to, and that's where I'm just gonna ask you guys. Because look, this is a community where I wanna hear what you guys think. We know that's a problem. We know it's not good for us. It's available on every corner. You know a fast food spot you can go to right now, right? So, okay, if all of it's bad, none of it's good, why do we still allow it? Let me know. Thank you. You know, look, I don't have all the answers. I just like to find out information and learn about it and then just regurgitate it back. And at the end of the day, I mean, no matter how hard I try, you will probably catch me at a Jack in the Box. I'm sorry. They have a really good salad. I know.
I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, you know? Like, capitalism does this. It does this thing where it doesn't care about people and just seeks profit. Crazy. It's crazy, I know. And like, it's not like the FDA has any incentive to regulate this like multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, I wish they did and would. I just don't know how we compel them to do that.
No, that's not what you go for, but I do enjoy their salad. And I love McDonald's. You can find me at McDonald's 2 a.m. easy. I love a fry and a milkshake. Anyways, thank you for learning with me today. Wasn't that fun? Now treat yourself. Or don't. Remember, don't be afraid to ask questions to get the whole story because we deserve that, don't we? And I'd love to hear your guys' reactions to today.
God, I miss McDonald's fries. Oh, they used to be gluten-free and they added gluten. Why did they put the gluten in?
A story, so make sure to use the hashtag Dark History over on social media so I can follow along. Join me over on my YouTube, where you can watch these episodes on Thursday after the podcast airs, and while you're there, you can also catch Murder, Mystery, and Makeup. I hope you have a good rest of your day, you make good choices, and I'll be talking to you next week.
Yeah, I think they did it to insult me personally, actually. Yeah, it contains wheat. It, I think it, like, helps the seasoning stay better. Yeah, it's in the natural beef flavor. Fuck you.
Goodbye. Dark History is an Audio Boom original.
Okay. I got a Brittany Broski with Drew Afualo. Fuck. Damn.
Welcome to Royal Court, the show where pop culture royalty compete for a spot on my trusted council. I am your host and queen, Lady Brittany of House Broski. Today I am joined by Drew Afualo, affectionately known as Drew the Mighty, Drew the Emasculator, Drew the Incel Slayer. Please welcome Lady Drew.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
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 How are you this evening?
Even better now.
How was the journey in?
On horseback, it took forever. That's why I was late.
That's why.
That's why I was
One thing about Drew, she's gonna be late.
I'm brown. What do you want from me? If I tell you what time, add 2 hours just in case. Because I'm a liar.
The buffer. One thing about me, I'm a liar.
One thing about me, I love to lie.
Well, are you ready for the trial set before you today?
Yes, I am Queen Brittany.
Okay. Are you ready? Let the trials begin!
Oh, should have powdered before that.
Drew Afualo, state your name
Drew Afualo.
and your blood type.
Oh, negative, actually.
How do you know that?
Rare. I'm anemic. I can't donate. I'll pass out. And no one's catching my big ass, so.
Everyone's going down in that situation.
Everyone's going down, yeah.
Now, due to your stature, we would like to extend
my
an
God.
offer for you to join
Wait, she's just like me for real.
the Knights of the Realm. Do you accept?
Yes.
And what would be your first battle plan?
I'm gonna find the nearest bald guy. I'm gonna slap that head like a bongo. I'm just gonna play it till the cows come home.
I've always had this fantasy of slapping a craft single onto a bald man's head.
Like when they did it to babies. Just on the back of a bald head.
That was such a fucked up trend.
The baby can't do anything about
That
it.
poor baby. Fucking got your dumb ass. You're a baby. Were you a Barbie, Bratz, or Mycene girl?
Oh, I was kind of all three. I
Yeah.
did Barbie when I was little. As I got older, I liked Bratz. I played Mycene all the time.
Is it
though.
Mycene cunt, bitch?
Girl,
I forget
they
about
serve
Mycene.
cunt.
They
What is that?
did.
Heavy.
Finish this shanty.
Mhm.
There will come a soldier.
Who carry a mighty sword? It's you sitting down. Oh, that's me. I'm the soldier, bitch. That's me. If I was gonna rally the troops, I'm just playing that on a loop. I just have one JBL speaker and just hold it up. That's how I would rally them back in medieval times.
A beat
God.
spill.
Not sponsored.
Drew, draw, drunt, drawing. Draw us a picture. Could be anything of your fancy.
I like how
Later.
it says draw something.
Ooh, an artist in our midst.
This is what people say my eyes look like. And you're fucking wrong. Look at this picture. Does this look like me? This
And don't answer that.
This is a wall-eyed bitch. And I am not wall-eyed.
Thank you, Lady Drew. That commends our royal interrogation segment. Cut the fucking spotlight, please.
Dude, people are so fucking mean. Drew's eyes are gorgeous. What the fuck?
It is now time to test your bravery. Be warned, this test is not for the fair, faint-hearted. Many a man has died. No one has survived
That's all
this
right.
test yet. So please shut your eyes while we bring in the test.
Okay.
Squire! Lady Drew, you may now open your eyes. Before you is an unmarked box from a delivery service. You will stick your arms in the holes on the side and tell me what is in the box.
What is it?
Lower.
Ew. Ew.
Okay.
Slime?
It's like so moist, but it's drying my hands out.
Will I have a turn next? It is almost harmless. Do not worry.
So, slime.
Lady Drew, I need someone who can speak on my behalf while I'm away on business. Therefore, I need to test your leadership skills on whether or not you can prepare a royal decree in my absence.
Got it.
Do you agree to the test?
Yes.
I need a negative adjective.
Ugly.
Negative emotion.
Sad.
Verb ending in ing.
Fucking.
I knew it was coming. Punishment.
Jail. Sticky. Dogs. Quietly. Canes.
Sticky.
Arm.
Last one. Minor ailment. Not
Anemic.
serious sickness. Ooh, love that.
Anemic.
Anemia.
That's why I can't donate. Okay, don't get mad at me.
We are mad at God in this kingdom. All right, Lady Drew, it is time for you to read your royal decree to the realm.
On this ugly day full of gym bros and sad. Hey, we've all been there.
If you get it, you get it.
The queen declares that from
An average day, honestly.
henceforth, all fucking will be outlawed under penalty of jail.
Period.
If I ain't getting it, nobody else is.
Nobody. We're all abstinent.
If this decree be broken, the pretty criminal will be sentenced to 4 years in a chamber filled with sticky dogs.
Period.
If
Just
they
toes.
should just toes. Just unbelievable dogs. If they should somehow survive this sentence, the court will be forced to quietly transport the offending citizen to canes. Which works, because I don't even really like canes. So. And finally, if all of this should fail, the short ne'er-do-well shall become the queen's personal couch until they pass away of anemia. And so it shall be done.
So it shall be done.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Lady Drew. You have passed. I trust you.
Incredible.
I'm looking for an insightful, observant individual on my team to advise me. For this reason, I have prepared a visual test. I want you to look at these images and tell me what you see.
Okay, I am wall-eyed, so.
Well, try to focus one of them. First
my
image,
God.
what do you see?
A monster.
Okay. Second image.
A dragon.
Okay. Third image.
A 10. A dime.
You mean it? Sweet.
Careful what you say.
Are we about to kiss? Fourth image. What do you
What if I just said a monster?
Oh. Okay. Prefer
I'm so curious.
not to answer. And the last image.
Wait,
I see
that's her?
disrespect.
Right now?
I see.
Sergeant.
During AAPI month. You guys do that to me during AAPI month. What an unflattering.
I'm hot.
The way that makes me want to kill myself. I see two pretty breast friends. That's what I
All right.
That would have made me
Besties.
sweat from laughing so
Hot.
Holy shit.
Well, Lady Drew, you passed with flying colors. Everyone, please give a round of applause.
Thank you.
Next bit. This one is something deeply personal. Squire! Stop! For this one, I will ask you to make a
These bits are so fun. I love this.
family crest. This is your shield. you will see on the 4 quadrants in front of you 4 questions. 4 things to represent you as a person. I will ask you to take these Crayola markers in the middle of the table and color in and draw the symbols that represent your life. So, so what's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
I hear tell that you're working on a book.
Yes, I am.
What's the book about?
It's in the category of self-help. It's like kind of like a inspirational book.
Let's go.
I don't know what an adverb is, but I will be writing a book.
Both of us are Disney adults. What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
Probably Indiana Jones.
Funny story, when me and Drew go to Disneyland, which is about twice a month at this point, her boyfriend will ride in the very front. He's a fucking massive person.
Yeah.
And so we go on the really like intense, difficult black diamond ski mountain one. Yeah. And he'll be in the front leaning forward so it goes faster and he's rotate it and fucking it's so scary because it's 3. We are way too big for that little sled. Like it is a hazard at
They
that
never
point.
tell you either.
But it's so fun.
It's so fun.
Can I ask you a real question?
Please.
Do you ever get sick of the fucking dealing with misogyny online? Do you ever wish, why did I choose this?
Honestly, once like every 6 months, a new white guy will log on to TikTok.com and press create profile. And then he'll unfortunately come across me and then he'll be like, has anyone ever thought about the fact that she might just be mean? Like, again, Kalma woke up.
Yes.
This girl's mean. I'm going to say something about it. Has anyone ever thought about... Yeah, actually, they have. I can cut the middleman out. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, like, no, you're literally the first one to ever consider that.
When that was happening, like, every, like, other month or so, I did at one point think to myself, like, dude, I wish I didn't fucking pick this niche. Because it was so, like... It sucks having to hear that all the time. Because, like, then you have to, like, argue with people who don't know you.
Right.
Like, about your humanity and, like...
Yeah, an
whether or not
impossible position.
Yeah, like, whether or not you're a good person, which is, like, shouldn't be up to people on the internet.
Right.
So for a minute, I did think, like, damn, I wish I picked something else because this is so fucking hard. But that, you know, was fleeting because I just think about people who love me and people who have made huge changes in their lives because of me.
Period. I was going to say the benefits far outweigh the cons.
No, truly. And in those moments is when I would think about that and I would, like, talk to my family and then I'd be like, nah, fuck these dudes. I'm all right. I'll be okay.
And
no matter
also,
what.
hey, who's getting paid?
Yeah.
Okay? Who's
That's
getting
like
paid in that situation, in that transaction?
Yeah, literally. You don't get paid to be a clown. I do. This is my job, being an internet idiot for a
Real.
living.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, my queen.
This literally looks like, bitch, okay, did you do your project?
It's like kind of a goated way to respond to hate comments. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
So did you do your homework?
Show the class. You're done already? Like
Show
a
the
teacher?
class here. Are you done?
You're
We're waiting on you,
you're-
babe.
Because you're talking like you're done. Okay, here we are. Here is my shield. Here she is. First, we have an
Let's
animal.
go.
I picked a squid. My dog's name is Squid. He looks like a squid. He looks like me. I'm wall-eyed. We're both wall-eyed. It's genetic. Next was my power. It's being tall. I drew a tall bitch, but I'm tall. I'm actually tall. Like, people are like, how tall are you? Like 5'6"? I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
Taller than your dad, probably. And Brittany's tall too. Brittany's 5'7".
Thank you. I'm
So-
5'8" and a half.
Oh, 5'8", yeah. And then it said your occupation.
And a
I drew a
half.
clown. I'm an internet clown, now I specified.
Yes.
And then they said to draw a flower, star, or a sun and a moon. I picked a sun and a moon.
That is beautiful.
Look at me.
Lady Drew,
Artist.
beautiful
Oh my God.
press.
Thank you, guys. Oh my God, thank you.
Well, my dear and noble guest and friend, you have officially made it to the end of the trials! You've passed with flying colors.
Thank you, my queen.
It is now my great honor and privilege to knight you. Please remain sitting. I knight you, Lady Drew of the Realm. I'm just kidding.
No, please.
How does it feel?
Euphoric.
And now, a parting gift from my realm to yours, a royal court beer
Oh,
stein.
wow.
Woo!
This is nice. Look at my Diet Coke in this. Yeah.
Well, Lady Drew, put her there. Tell the realm what you have going on.
So I have a podcast called The Comment Section, which is Spotify exclusive. I have a podcast with my sister called Two Idiot Girls, which is also on Spotify or anywhere you can stream. I'm coming out with a book, which comes out next spring. I think that's all I have for right now.
A respected ally in these lands.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Well, Lady Drew, welcome to the small council, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Farewell for now.
Comment section is so good.
Guards! Guards! You can leave now.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you, guards. Please escort her out of the
You guys
premises.
validate parking,
No,
or-
we do not.
Okay.
Well, Broski Nation, that's it for me. Make sure to toll that fucking notification church bell, leave a witty inscription in the comments below, and smash that subscribe button.
Witty
This has
inscription.
been Royal Court. Farewell for now.
Awesome. So good. Okay, we got Chad, and then Judy's stand up.
Hey guys, and welcome back.
Hi. What? Well, hi.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome back,
Hey
guys.
everyone,
Come on.
thank you. Wow, thank
Welcome
you,
back.
thank you.
Welcome. It's
Oh,
good
it's-
to see
well,
you
it's an
again.
honor to
Thank
be
you for
back.
coming.
A twinge of cringe.
My name is Chad, and we've all heard of Wattpad, especially you. Yeah, you. With the shirt on. You know what you read. You're sick. You make me sick. I was homeschooled, so I wasn't allowed to be on the internet or watch TV or movies or leave my house. So I never really got to read Wattpad. I never got to throw my hair up in a messy bun and then run down the stairs. Where my mom is making breakfast and she goes, go pack your things. And I go, why? And she goes, because I sold you to pay my gambling debts. And then One Direction comes in and they go, yeah, hurry up, Chad, go pack your things, because we're in a big time rush. But don't worry about me, okay? Because now we have Wattpad stories on TikTok. I was scrolling on there the other day and got like 3 ads in a row for this show called Fated to My Forbidden Alpha.
I reject you.
I'm sorry, what? Fated to my forbidden alpha? What does that mean?
Celine. Being rejected by an alpha must be brutal.
I accept your rejection, Jackson.
So obviously that is amazing, and I had to find and watch every single
What?
episode available by downloading a whole separate app and spending more money than I do on my monthly Hulu subscription. The show is like a werewolf fan fiction. In fact, I think it's based on one. It's kind of
Oh,
like
God.
Twilight minus the vampires and the After series
No.
minus the budget, which means that the werewolves want to do each other constantly. Every werewolf wants to do every werewolf everywhere wolf. Ow. This is Celine, by the way. She's the main character, and you can tell because everyone is unreasonably mean to her all the time. She's kind of got this Cinderella thing going on where she's mistreated and forced to do chores because her parents are dead.
Meet me in my office, which I'm picking the shit up.
Celine, wine.
That's just a mandatory thing when you become an orphan.
Aw.
They come to your house and they announce it like a sweepstakes. Congratulations, your parents are dead.
How did you find out about that? That happened just like a second ago.
Here's your
I don't need any of that.
here's your
I don't need any of
Batmobile. What am I supposed to clean with that?
After today, I never want to see you again.
I've been waiting years for you to say that, Jackson.
So we find out this scene happens after Celine turns 18, which is when you get your wolf, but also when you find out who your mate is. This guy is called Alpha Jackson, and it's
Your
very
what?
important that we put Alpha in front of his name every time we say it, or he gets
When you get your wolf?
really mad. And you wouldn't like him when he's angry because he turns into a really creepy guy who tries to kiss you.
Why won't you call me Alpha? Are you jealous? Is that what this is?
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This is kind of familiar. Didn't Curtis Connor just make a video about this? And no, he didn't. You're kind of acting a little crazy right now. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first video that's been made about this TV
Yeah,
show ever
I mean,
on YouTube, so you're
Curtis Connor who?
acting a little insane. You need to calm down. Also, me and Curtis, Creator Clash 3, let's go toe to toe, finger to finger. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Enjoy the video. The first video about this TV show on YouTube ever, starting now. Go. Alpha Jackson and his fiance are horrible and mean to Celine. They make her bathe with a bucket.
Where are you going with that?
Just trying to shower.
Not a bucket and a mop. Just the bucket. They also like to remind her she's an orphan, you know, just in case she forgot.
Know your place, Celine. You're an orphan.
Hey, when you're done wiping down that mirror, can you please remember that your parents are gone forever and you have no support system? I already did that this morning. Gonna need you to do it again, so hop to it. The show wants to make it very clear to us that every alpha in this universe is super rich and comes from old money.
In a world where werewolf packs survive on centuries-old fortunes, a fragile peace treaty is about to shatter.
How was
Drama.
that?
Was that good? I don't know how they got their money since werewolves are burned by silver. So that's kind of like if Jeff Bezos was allergic to wire transfers. Ow! Ow! Stop sending me money! Stop using Amazon, guys. Please. Everyone has a title that precedes their name, so it's Alpha Jackson, Luna Tiffany, Orphan Celine. By the way, guys, Celine is an orphan. Don't forget that, please. And my personal favorite.
Sorry for interrupting.
This guy is named Beta Luke. We get to meet the alpha of another pack.
Dog is so
Alpha
cute.
Alexander, and we learn that he is coming.
Just Alexander Kane, just RSVP'd. He's coming to your engagement party. Alexander Kane is coming.
Hey guys, I think Alexander Kane is coming. It's just a suspicion I have, but I
Oh, kitty, everyone's cuddling. It's so cute.
think that he might be coming.
He's coming.
Alpha Alexander comes to a party hosted by Alpha Jackson and his fiance where he gifts them a whole yacht and refers to it as pocket change.
Alpha Alexander, you're giving us a yacht?
Pocket change.
Only the roughest, toughest
Oh my god, what the fuck?
alphas are fiscally irresponsible. He has no regard for financial planning. And he makes frivolous displays of wealth. Oh my god. It does get a little difficult to tell people apart when they have basically the same title. So Alpha Alexander and Celine realize that they are love mates, and so she's finally free of Alpha Jackson and his fiance's cruel, weirdly sexual treatment of her. Alpha Alexander sees Celine lugging a trash bag over her shoulder, and he's like, that's what I want. She's stinky, and I must have her. Tiffany tries to slap her again. Jackson tries to make her stay, and both times Alexander comes swooping in to save her, all heroically.
We're leaving. No.
He puts his jacket over her at some point when they're both inside and she's fully
God.
clothed, which I guess is a nice
So cliche, bro.
gesture, but it just makes the situation seem much more serious than it is. No one is ever gonna hurt you like that again. Here, put this on. You know, I don't think they gave me the wrong dipping sauce on purpose, so it's really okay. Put this on too. Plus, I'm fine with signature sauce. I mean, it's signature for a reason, right? I'm gonna take care of you now.
Thank you so much.
Throughout the show, the alphas have this impossible task of looking super cool in every shot, no matter what they're doing. Even if they're just coming into the room, they'll start leaning
Do
on
not come.
something, or if they're sitting down, they'll do this hand thing.
So this is my mate.
Fatherless, motherless. Your parents are dead. And the camera angles don't always help them out with that. It's hard to feel intimidated when the camera is elevated and making the alpha's head 5 times bigger than his feet.
If you ever touch my girlfriend again, I'll bite your toes off.
I didn't. I just gave her some dipping sauce.
You dipped her in what?
No, not like that. I just mean,
We learned that Alexander is the alpha of the largest, most powerful pack in America.
You are aware I'm the alpha of Nightwind, the biggest pack in the States, right?
Of course.
The what? No. No, I wasn't.
The alpha of Nightwind, the biggest pack in the States.
I bet he's also packing the biggest wolf in the States. She pack on my wolf till I... She wolf on my pack till I... She wolf on my wolf till I... Pack. I pack. She packs. I give up. She pack on my wolf till I howl. It was right fucking there. That's amazing. So he shows Celine his massive mansion, which we don't get to see. Use your imagination.
that?
And Celine reveals the most horrid form of torture that Jackson and Tiffany inflicted on her, never letting her try fried chicken.
It always smelled so good when Tiffany took some home, but they never let me try it.
Those monsters.
That really is. That's a war crime, I think.
They get a bucket of KFC, and while she's eating it, he starts to talk dirty to her.
Do you understand our mate bond? How it makes you feel? What makes you want to do? Let's go home.
She has fried chicken in the
I hate it. I hate
corner of her mouth during this conversation. Babe, the way you're eating that chicken breast like a fucking idiot gets me going. Don't stop. I'm gonna crumb. Crumbing. We actually find out that
I'm gonna crumb. Do not crumb.
both of them are virgins. Fucking losers. And this isn't important to the plot at all. It's just there to add tensions and also so that both of them can talk to their magic mirror wolves.
It's me, Lila. I'm your wolf.
My wolf, Lila, you're here.
Stop.
You're my wolf.
Yes, Celine.
And it seems like the only purpose of the wolves so far is
It's so fake. It's so fake. Oh my
to
god.
act super funny and help them get laid.
Do you not like him?
I do. I mean, I don't know him, but there's something about him.
That's your fake bond.
And the only way they can talk to them is through these mirrors, so it's like a version of Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Hey, what's up? This guy just got me a bucket of chicken. Oh, he wants you. I know, so bad. I'm gonna talk to him. Okay.
Marion.
Just remember to wear something sexy, like a white nightgown covered in blood.
You better be thinking about how dead your parents are.
I am! The second half of the show is much, much worse because they start to kiss a lot. And I don't like that. The sound when they're doing that is like those rubber hand party favors. It's like two of those slapping together in a wet fashion.
No, I hate that description. I hate that. Oh god.
Oh god. Stop banging, please.
I missed your scent the whole day.
You're back.
Ew.
I swear to God, if she gets pregnant with a little wolf baby, I'm gonna lose my shit. Alexander has a sister and she only exists to ask the main characters questions to get them to talk about how they're feeling, but she was not the right character to choose for the types of questions they have her ask. After every night that they spend together, she'll come to Celine and ask weird questions like,
how's Alexander? I know, bold question, but the rumors are just too wild.
How was he? Gross.
why is this dude's sister asking about their sex life to such detail? She's like, how many times? How long would you say? Stop me. Stop me when I get there. Celine ends up visiting her old home, and Tiffany, who is pissed because her fiancé still clearly has a thing for Celine, poisons her in a very clever, very secret way.
I come in peace and with drinks.
If you're gonna poison someone, do it in like red Solo cups. Don't use medieval chalices that Romeo and Juliet would have used in Act
It's so obvious.
5. To prove that she didn't poison Celine's cup, she goes, what? You think I poisoned your cup? You know, like an unsuspicious person. Okay, your exhaust pipe is fixed. Great, thanks. What, you think I put a bubble machine in it? Why would I think you— Good, because I didn't do that. You know what? I'm out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. You need to stop throwing crazy accusations around.
Celine cannot be tricked, though, okay? She is sharp as a whip. She's not gonna fall for that. Just kidding. She does fall for that. She falls for that almost immediately. Alpha Alexander can feel his mate's pain through their love bond and comes to her rescue by finally transforming into a strong, terrifying wolf.
I really don't I don't get who this is for. What is the audience for this type of series or whatever? Like, why?
He slams Beta Luke against the wall, and by slams, I mean he lightly brushes against him and Beta Luke rolls away like a can of Chef Boyardee. They rush Celine to the hospital, and it's not looking good.
We're trying on everything we can, but you know what wolf's bane does to a wolf.
Oh no, don't sink down the wall. You're too sexy. Oh no, don't have a flashback to how you guys fell in love. You're too sexy. But she pulls through because she's actually also a super powerful alpha.
Doctor?
She has the blood of an alpha.
Holy shit.
And she has super powerful alpha parents. That's right, they were never dead. She was never a stupid, stinky orphan. She was just stupid and stinky. Alexander's sister is there when Celine wakes up, and she explains how heartbroken he's been since she's been unconscious.
Just fought an entire war for you.
Wait, the war's already over?
I don't think he's eaten either.
What happened?
Skill issue. Apparently, while she was asleep, all of the wolf packs went to war with each other, which we don't get to see. Use your imagination.
So, Alexander went apeshit on Blood Moon and led the entire Nightwind army to attack the day you were admitted.
Since she's a very powerful alpha, Celine can read everyone's thoughts now, and we first discover this when she and Alexander go to
Hey babe, I just started a war for you. No big deal.
dinner to meet up with her parents.
I want to strip Celine naked.
Ew!
stop.
I don't want to do this anymore. He just fully starts fantasizing about his partner who's reuniting with family she was stolen away from, and then they leave almost immediately.
Celine, are you okay? Maybe we should go home.
You want to reunite with your parental figures? How about we reunite our figures away from your parentals? Look at the chicken, look. Come on, let's go. Now that everyone is happy, no one's parents are dead, everyone is rich, Celine and Alexander get married. And she immediately gets pregnant because of course she does.
Do you think that
Alexander Jr., AJ.
Wait, she's still in the wedding dress?
I swear to God, if she gets pregnant with a little wolf baby, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Don't tell me you need to shower.
Honestly, guys, I know I've been talking a lot of crap, but the show is actually much better than I thought it would be. When I found out it was a romance and it involved werewolves, I was expecting a sexy wolf.
I mean, it's not great.
Version of Where's Waldo.
Werewolf!
Werewolf! Werewolf! Werewolf!
Oh yeah. There's wolf. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching.
I love Jed so much.
I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, I've been looking forward to this for the whole night. This is gonna be so good.
Don't clap for me. You have the talent today. Thank you for coming.
It is July 18th, and I have a surprise event on the 22nd. Okay, I had this idea forever ago. Forever ago, I love The Wizard of Oz, okay? I love The Wizard of Oz, and I had this idea of forcing all of my friends to perform The Wizard of Oz for me to watch it. Smiley face. So, Ludwig's not home right now, which is why I can talk about this.
Okay, I was wrong. It was not the stand-up. I was completely wrong, but this will still be fun.
So openly, I just spent freaking, I can't tell you how many hours reviewing a script and editing it and shortening it and getting all the characters and stuff like that together. My brain quite literally hurts. And yeah, so I have script done and now I'm filling the roles. I just messaged Nandre and I just say, surprise event, would love to have you at it if you're free. Is this what you're talking about? What's the gig? The catch is I'm not gonna tell him the gig. I'm gonna simply say, I just need you to show up. I'm gonna give all of my friends an address and they're just gonna show up. And then I'm going to say, you are performing The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my god!
In my brain, right now,
Easy.
my Dorothy is Hassan, of course. What? Who else?
Of course.
Who else? Whom else am I supposed to put up there? My Toto on their knees the whole show? Austin, of course. Seer
Of
is my Wicked
course.
Witch of the West, of course.
Man, she really kind of hates Austin.
Extra Emily is my Glenda, of course. You guys, I think you understand my casting here. I think you get it. Anyway, I'm thrilled. Here's my list of all the characters I wrote down today. Very excited about it. And I need to order costumes. I realize I'm doing this very late, and sometimes that's how madness works. And yes, I'm watching Nailed It. You can see the reflection. To bring you up to speed, that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be a great time. And can we show you some more behind the scenes? Update on the vlog. Extra Emily and Foosley are baking and they're doing a really bad job, but that's our background noise. Taylor's making the tornadoes. She's doing a
Everything I've done. She told me she wanted them to look like an elementary school's artwork.
she made that one. It's so ugly, so I had
You told me to make it like a 5-year-old's artwork, and that wasn't good enough. So
Wow.
I'm feeling a little distraught here in the sweatshop.
Don't call it a sweatshop, number one. Number two, we've got a bunch of the props sorted by scenes. This is
Don't call it a sweatshop. It's not a sweatshop. Okay, cutie. Getting a little defensive.
This is our fortune teller's ball. What's it called? Mirror glass.
Fortune teller. Wait.
What's it called?
Fortune ball. No wait. I knew.
What? Crystal ball. Crystal ball. It's a magic mixie, which is a toy that an animal pops out when you play with it. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to figure out, these are the crow costumes. The ensemble is playing multiple parts. And so we're sorting, Patty's over here steaming. We're sorting everyone's costumes. So the ensemble, Peach is a perfect example. She is a munchkin, a crow, a tree, an Ozite, a flying monkey, and she's playing Auntie M, but also Cinna.
Yeah, that's right. She was in so many roles.
And Fan are the same. Taylor was also painting. They don't have ruby slippers for Hassan's big ass feet. So Taylor's been painting these in glitter and it's not working. So we might pivot.
We need like glitter, like spray paint.
Yeah, glitter spray paint. We're gonna figure it out later. But these are all the scenes, props, and I'm just working through the costumes. So anyway, doing this, kind of difficult to organize actually.
Next time we need costumes, we gotta come here and just find some crazy stuff.
What?
Like just so beautiful, like handmade, like it's just.
I mean, there is a lot of vintage stuff, but then there's also
so
that.
Cool. Right.
Epic.
A costume for the mayor of Munchkin City. We found out, so we ran to a costume store. We're gonna search around and we'll find something we can use for him. We feel committed. Isn't that like just kind of interesting?
Yes, and like what's the one behind it?
Yeah, the silver.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
That was like what I was looking at over there too. There's so like just beautiful, like beaded, like handmade.
Yeah. All right, we gotta find. It does keep going forever. Just keeps going and going and going
So dope.
and going.
Oh my god, I could spend hours in there. It looks so fun.
And going, and who is he? His little weasel up there. Look at his giant head. I also like the whale head next to it.
I wonder how much that runs.
I could get lost in here for hours. What? You just like it? Oh, princess dresses.
You could be a Cinderella. Look how pretty this is.
Wowie.
I know we need to see.
Let's buy all of them.
I think we should.
Oh, is that Sleeping Beauty? Oh boy.
Oh
She's getting derailed. We gave up there. It was just so packed, we couldn't see much, but they had beautiful stuff. Luckily, we're in Hollywood, so we can just walk to another costume store. So we're walking to some place called Susanna's Closet. It closes at 5. We're getting there at 4:30. Hopefully, we're not those assholes. But there's another costume place that closes at 7. So worst case, we have another option.
Hopefully we're not those assholes, but fully intending on going to be those assholes.
We've got to find something for the Munchkin Mayor. It'll be devastating if we don't have him. Yeah, so we'll show you the next one.
And it says Sylvia's costumes this way, but this is also gated and says employee parking only.
It's all gated off. We've walked around the whole entire building.
Why don't they want us in here?
That guy just flawlessly threw away dog poop.
I didn't see that.
Great, I guess to the next one.
Alright.
Shoot. We went to a different costume store called Hollywood Toys and Costume. They didn't have anything. So we went to this lingerie store called Lady Love, where we did find red sequin
Lady
fabric
Love.
that we're gonna wrap around
You've heard of Boy Love. Now get ready for Lady Love.
the shoe slips for Hassan, so they're sparklier because they're not sparkly right now, and for some reason that's bothering us. Taylor and I are both type A, so sometimes we get really bothered by dumb things like that. But I have to pee so bad that I didn't vlog. Show them the sparkles. So yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get home because there's no public bathrooms in LA, and I hope I don't pee my pants. Yeah, so we decided for his costume. So there's a large,
So
but
lame.
Andre just isn't a large. So we're just gonna take the large, cut it up the back, and he's just gonna slip it on like a, you know, like a hospital robe. And that's just what you gotta do sometimes. This is Taylor, she's making the ruby slippers. Yeah, not a big deal. I'm getting a little nervous because I decided to be cryptic. But I wanted more whispers, more talking. So I went the Taylor Swift route and I did capital letters in a few of my last tweets. Turns out I kind of do that a lot on accident anyway. But yeah, I've spelled out wizard. I tried to mix up the last one and do R-A-D or something, wizard, yeah, R-A-D, so then people would have to mix it up, but it was 2. Anyway, whole thing, I spelled it out, and it's fine, because people on Twitter were speculating, they were like, wizard, what does that mean? But then Fan went into the group chat, and all she said was wizard, and I don't want them to start thinking They don't have the address yet, but I'm
Exposed.
nervous that since she said wizard, and as soon as they see the address tomorrow morning, because I said I would send the address at 8 a.m., they're gonna see it's a theater, or they're gonna walk in and start like speculating or something. So maybe I f***ed up by putting wizard out there, but
I mean, as soon as they see that it's a theater, I think they're gonna know what's
you know
up.
what? I think it was worth it because it was a fun little game for people, and people are chit chatting about it. So a bit of bad news: the scripts, we ordered them to be printed and delivered by 6:55. It's currently 6:55. I called There's something in my tooth. That's embarrassing. It's just gonna live there. Just ignore it. I called Staples and was like, hey, where's my order? Blah, blah. And they're like, oh, the person left with it at 5:15. I don't know, LOL. And I'm like, oh my God, that's really stressful because it's 6:55 now. And we still need to highlight all the scripts for all the people and add notes for production and stuff. And we don't have scripts. And each one is 61 pages. So it's not like a small task to do. It's probably gonna take us 2-ish hours. So I have this theory that maybe, there's multiple apartments in this building, so maybe it's left at a different apartment. So we're gonna go meander and see if it's just on someone's porch. I don't know. We don't know what to do. So update, we've searched high and wide. The scripts are nowhere to be found.
Sucks.
We called Staples. They said call Instacart because apparently Instacart was the courier. And so then we call Instacart. Instacart's like, we can't help you. We call.
This is so strange. It just disappeared.
Staples, they're like, it's really Instacart. Leave us alone. We've got lots of orders. We can't reprint yours. And then so we call Instacart. I'm telling this very out of order. I just realized. We called Instacart and they're really annoying and mean. And we hate them now. And then they were like, we can't help you. It's Staples. And so we called Staples. They're reprinting it and we have to go there now, which is a chunk of time we didn't need to spend. But on the bright side, I finished my first tree of costumes. These are Peach's costumes. So she is Auntie M, which I labeled as Auntie Peach on accident. So I had a stroke. This is her Oz costume. This is her Crow costume. This is her tree costume. Oh, that Munchkin, not Oz. There's her Oz costume. And then here's her Flying Monkey costume. And it's all on one hook. And you take them off in the order that you need the costumes. Bing, 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 bing. So now I just have to make these for everybody. Great.
So first, before I show you the art piece, let's just look at the artist's hand. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what the goal was. Okay, you see that, and I'm gonna show you what our finished product is.
Do you like?
I'm speechless.
What do I do? Do I flip it over and just doodle it? Is a funny face better than this?
No,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
Whoa, don't ruin it in case you mess up the other.
Well, no.
Why would you do that? Literally,
I'm betting on myself.
Anyway, this is where we're at. Obviously, you can see we've lost all of our light.
Morale is low.
Morale is low, but I did finish the tornadoes. Other than this is one the cutie ruined.
I kind of like the black on it.
You're lying.
I black the other one.
No.
How's it over?
These ones look so good. No, you're gonna ruin my masterpieces. Look at yours. Okay, especially in the camera. Yours looks like a sloppy mess, and then mine are really cute. So I don't think I want to take any advice from you. Look at what you're doing right now.
He's scarier now.
Yeah, he looks like a vampire, called out. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later.
Not going well. Goodbye. It is 10 p.m.
Ew, really? Is it really? Tell me that's alive.
The event is in 12 hours. We came back to my house and we have to be quiet because Ludwig lives with me and he can't know
God damn. She does so much work for these events. It's incredible.
what's going on. So we have this table that's a poker table and I took off the top and I put it on the bed so we can make an office in the guest bedroom. And this is what it looks like right now.
And we have our Boom Chicka Pop. Sponsor us.
And we can't say that we did finally get this. We finally got it. She had to go get it. I would like everyone to know.
I have a little bit of a story because when I'm waiting in line, I get there and there's a fucking line. But I'm waiting in line and all of a sudden I'm looking down at the desk and there's a clipboard that says fill this out if you're a carrier, whatever.
You find that bitch's name?
And so then I'm sitting there and it has all the information of what they're supposed to fill out. And as I'm waiting, I'm just getting kind of more and more mad. So they have their contact information. I started filming.
Oh my god.
He's a vlogger.
Because I'm I need proof of this. It says please fill
That's smart, honestly.
out if I'm literally talking to her all mad. And she was saying that's only if they're doing it in store. Like if the order's placed in store. And so she's like, which didn't make sense, but I was just like, whatever, she gave me the stuff, so I let it go. But anyway, so
if we would have gotten his number, I would have called him and said,
yeah.
you jerk.
It is complicated because Instacart is like a whole other business.
I would have said some mean and nasty things that I just can't read because it would be bad.
Anyway, we have to highlight some things now and we can't talk too loudly.
Yes.
So we're gonna do that. And our goal is to be done by midnight. Here we go. We're jumping in.
Vlog, good morning. It's 8 a.m. We're packing up. She's
What's up with the door?
Here we go. We're jumping in.
Vlog, good morning. It's 8 a.m. We're packing up. She's ready. I got my cool bodysuit, but I gotta do my hair in like a messy bun because I'm like a director. What's that?
We are here. It's that little playhouse right there. So we're gonna go check it out and then come unload the car. We've already decided I'm gonna have to have Patty out here just like waving people in because I don't think they're gonna see it. Oh, that's not us. That's not us. That was awkward. That's not us. It's a bunch of people in there reading scripts. All right,
oh no.
I would like to announce our cast now so we can get rolling and we can put on this amazing production.
As the mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you
so good.
Most regally.
Hello vlog. It was a long day. Taylor's on the couch with me. We're watching the Eras tour. We're both tired, a little dehydrated. Both of our tummies hurt in different ways. But it was a successful event. Everyone had fun, I think, besides Austin. He was very mad. He'll never work in this town again with that attitude. Anyway, it was a fun event. It was a cool experiment. And I'm very lucky to have those people who are willing to do it. I don't know if I would show up to something without any
It was so fun, and it went like surprisingly well.
explanation, and I got 11 people to do that. Those people are crazy. Anyway, I hope you liked this vlog. It showed a little bit about what goes into these events, but that's only an ounce of it.
So much.
It's pretty freaking intense. And big shout out to TJ who came and live accompanied it. That was really cool. TJ Brown, he's like very talented. And Frenzy Studio, who I've started to work with on more things just because they're so helpful. And I need the help. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Like and subscribe.
Easy. Okay, I am fading fast. I'm so tired. I will be back tomorrow. Probably with more fun stuff, because my skin, it just hurts so much. It does. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Drink some water. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.